Yes, good evening and welcome to LPL4, the ultimate Tekken Grand Final. It might be cold in Auckland City, but in here at SKYCITY Theatre, it is about to get very, very hot as we see the very best Tekken gamers about to go head-to-head. My name is Dwan. Thank you for tuning in on Sky. Alongside me in comments, we welcome in Dave from the Standing Fairs community, and of course, my main man, Jonathan Arcadian Jansen. Huge night ahead inside the theatre.
Oh man, I am excited. This is throwing me back to my childhood, first ever console game that I played, and we're here with the ultimate encounter from the New Zealand. We got 4 players from the New Zealand Championships, 4 players from the Tekken World Tour International. We're going to see some stellar games tonight.
That's right, and one of those players is a very, very special player. His name is Saint. He's one of the best players in the entire world, and he is here in New Zealand. But quickly, we'll come to you, Dave. You talk about the setup behind you. The crowd is filtering in. We've got some big names as well from the traditional sports side and the Warriors. What does this mean for gamers in New Zealand?
I think for gamers in New Zealand, this is a big chance for them to show that we're quite good and we can compete with the world's best.
Absolutely. But talking a little bit about Saint, eSports is booming. He's come all the way from South Korea and he's here on our shores tonight.
Yeah, well, Saint's actually from Echo Fox, which is a international esports franchise started by Rick Fox, the NBA man himself. And it just goes to show, this industry is booming. These guys are traveling the world, playing their favorite games, really supporting it. And because of that, they get a chance to, compete against New Zealand's best here tonight. It's just awesome to see.
Yeah, and on that point, Dave, you know a lot of these players that are in the tournament. They're up against arguably the best player in the world tonight. What's that like for these players here, and what does that mean for New Zealand gamers that play TEKKEN7?
Well, I think for TEKKEN7 gamers that play in New Zealand, a lot of them want the chance to go up against Saint, so this will be their big opportunity.
We'll see how good he is. But if you're just tuning in, you're trying to work out how this tournament is, here is a quick explainer to get you up to speed very quickly. So there you have it, hundreds entered the tournament online and physically, and we worked our way down to this point in the tournament with 8 internationals coming through via the TWT tournament and also 4 that have come through via the New Zealand qualification. So you're looking ahead into this stuff, Arcadian, a very good double elimination tournament coming up.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an 8-man double elimination, and so we're going to be able to see every single player have 2 lives, so no matter if they manage to fall down, they'll have another chance to come through the losers bracket, and that's going to be exciting.
Absolutely, and just for you as well, when you look at this, double elimination, very normal for gaming communities to go through this type of, so everyone gets a life.
Yeah, so double elimination, you get 2 chances. Even if you lose the first round, you still got a chance to make the dream run through loser's side.
All right, well, let's have a look at the bracket and how it stacks up for everyone at home and see the first matches as we work through. As you see there, we'll see Cornova up against Take This. BG will take on Kyo. Echo Fox Saint, all the way from South Korea, world #1, will be up against Zazorb, and Blackout will take Mysterious River. Now, of course, when you look at that draw, if you lose, you drop down. You're not out of the competition. We continue the losers bracket, but for everybody at home, we will continue all the action on the winner's side, and then we'll pick up the action with the losers final as they come through to the grand final later on in the evening. So do not go anywhere. But of course, we're standing here, 8 players. You don't know who they are, so let's have a look. Let's meet the players.
Hey, I'm Ajit, also known as Blackout. I'm from Wellington, and I'm playing Eliza. She's cool, she's a vampire, and she sucks your blood, which is what I'm going to do to my opponent.
Hi, my name's Kyo. I play Akuma. Akuma's really great in Tekken. He's one of my favorite characters. Be ready to eat those fireballs.
Hello everyone, I am Jamie, also known as Zazob from Auckland. I play Law because I'm the best fighter in the world.
Hi, my name's Thomas. I'm from Auckland and I'm also known as Cornova. I just won the LPL tournament and I'm coming for you next.
Hello there, my name is Chris and my playing name is Mr. Mysterious River, but people call me Rainbow because I've been known as Rainbow for a long time. So I play a lot of characters, but my main is Fang. For the next coming up competition, just bring it on. I'm ready for it.
Okay guys, my name is Han, I'm from Auckland. My gamer tag is Take This, and I play a lot of characters, but my main is Mischievous, Devil Jin in particular. For the tournament, I'm always gonna try my best, but you know, I'm like here to win, you know, and I wanna take the prize money.
안녕하세요. 뉴질랜드의 스포츠를 사랑하는 여러분들, 저는 e스포츠 철권 프로게이머 팀 에코폭스 소속 세인트라고 합니다. 저는 한국에서 왔고 제가 사용하는 저의 캐릭터는 잭이라는 캐릭터고 로봇인데 아주 강력합니다. 제가 이 강력한 모습을 월요일날 대회 때 뉴질랜드 여러분들께 마음껏 보여드릴 테니 꼭 지켜봐 주시기 바랍니다.
Hi, my name is Jae Hee Jung. I'm from Korea, and then I use BG as my internet name. And I'm a Tekken player. I play Jin as my main character. I love him because he's very practical and very technical to use him. And I've been living in New Zealand for 15 years. I've been born in Korea, but I immigrated and then stayed here for a while. And for the tournament, I wish that the esports can be very popular in here as well, just like back in my country. And that's very nice of you to make this kind of tournament, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you very much.
So there you have it. 8 of the very best, including arguably the best player in the world, the best that the Kiwis have got up against it. So you guys just heard them, some are in it, ready to go. Looking at the first 4 matches, let's go with our guest as always. We'll go with you, Dave. Look at the first 4 matchups. Who do you like the look of coming through on the winner's side of the bracket?
I'm going to be completely biased and go Cornova BG because they always take it out in Auckland. And quick shout outs to Blackout because he's from Wellington, he's my boy. So
there you go, shouting out to the boys. What about you, Ark? As always, Didi, you know, we've got to do this.
Well, look, you're gonna lose tonight because I'm gonna go with the winners, and so obviously Cornova is gonna pull it through from the New Zealand champion side. Saint's gonna be going through, and not because the community expert mentioned it, but BG and Blackout will also do pretty well, I feel.
That's right. Well, there you go, everyone at home. Look, plenty of action. It's a long tournament ahead. I'll reserve my judgment as we see the first round going on. Sitting on the fence a little bit. But look, let's head upstairs to our commentary team. We've got Tinkos and Squishy Blob ready to pick up all the action.
Welcome, guys. We'll be your casters for tonight. I am Tinkos and joined by Squishy Blob here. Who's your favorite to win?
Oh, I think I'd have to go for Ecofox Saint to take out the entire night, but I think I have to agree that Cornova, Blackout, and BG definitely had a great chance against him.
Personally, I'm looking for Cornova. He's going to do fantastically. He's always been so consistent, but I also have a little side pick in Take This. I think Take This is quite a very good player, and I think he can do it. I think he can pull it out if he gets the right moves.
He definitely has the potential.
We're going to get to the players here. MC Ashley Nathan from Flavor Drive. He's going to introduce the players coming out.
Yes, welcome to the Tekken Ultimate Grand Final LPL Styles. We got the first match, Cornova going up against Take This. Now, to win the match, you need to win 2 rounds. To win a round, you need to win a best-of-5 game series. You win 2 rounds, you go on to the next stage. So without further ado, I'll introduce you to our first contestant. Now, this guy's an E-Black, amazing player. He represents New Zealand around the world in Tekken. Cornova, big round of applause. So
here we go, Cornova, he's the winner of the IESF tournament that just happened in the previous weeks ago, so he's quite a formidable opponent. We're looking forward to see what he can pull out. Probably the biggest rival to Saint in this tournament.
And taking on Cornova tonight, we have Take This. A big round of applause for player number 2.
Take This, he qualified through the Tekken World Tour qualifier. Quite a strong player. He had a good showing, but as he is going up against Cornova first, he had a low seeding in the Tekken World Tour qualifier. So let's see how this goes down.
Of course, one thing about Take This being that he plays very high execution characters to match his high execution.
And in a tournament setting, even a single drop can bring it into the opponent's favor. So he has to be on point today.
All right, in round 1, match 1, we got Cornova going up against Take This. Cornova, are you ready? Ready? Take This, are you ready? Let's battle. Let's go. Big round of applause.
And here we go, first match of the game, first match of the day. Cornova going up against Take This. Cornova starting off with the Shaheen pick, and as Take This said, he's going with the Mishima, Devil Jin. And here they are filling each other out.
Cornova getting a launcher right off the bat.
Straight into the magic kick, into the counter hit, gets combo. And it's just a Slobbernocky here, both of them just punching each other out. And the life bar is about even, 43 seconds on the clock. Good movement on Take This's side. He's avoided a lot of Cornova's mix-ups. And whoa! Whiffs the electric wind, dives right under it with that slide. And almost closes it out. Take This on his last leg. Just looking to patiently take it. He needs one launch. And Cornova takes it super, super safely. Kicks his toes. And into the second round. Doesn't get the flow combo. And both just feeling for their feet. It's early stages. They need to take out 3 rounds to take out a match, and they need 2 matches to win this whole game.
Well, both players showing impeccable movement here.
And you're going to see this a lot. They're both trying to read their opponent's rhythm, see where they can engage. Both playing very safely, the equivalent of jabbing when it comes to boxing. And man, there we go. Cornova jumping right in, and Take This taking his turn back. And you'll see that electric, that is a high execution move, comes down to the frame, gets the combo. Huge damage, all this pressure. Cornova on the ropes, and gets him out with the confirmed combo, the 1-1-2.
Nice wall pressure by Take This.
And here we are, 1 apiece. And it looks like Take This has got all the momentum coming in. But Cornova trying to stem it. Here he is. Movement alone, he's got Take This on the ropes. And the corner gives a huge benefit to the player who has the opponent there. Sliding himself in, but goes for the mix-up. And now the tables have turned. Again, both of them fantastic movement. Catches him with the low. The hell sweep. And into the corner combo. Take This with so much momentum coming in. But he is so patient, he doesn't want to lose the lead, just like that. Another low, misses the combo, but still gets a bit of pressure. Cornova, good parry, huge damage here. Can he take him out? 13 seconds on the clock. He's going to trigger his rage out. And he's going to get a lot of damage, and he takes him with it.
Great job by Cornova,
Stealing
using
the
that
round.
rage out to have just enough combo damage to finish the round.
And a good call. Cornova up 1 match here. Working his way for the whole match. And good float. Manages to confirm the combo. Huge damage. And he breaks the wall. Still going. And wow, look at this pressure. Take this under. Oh, he manages to flip it on him. And he gets a good tailspin there. And Kornova controlling the pace of the match, but it's flipped. One knockdown away. Both on rage. Either of them could take this out. What a low. And takes it with the throw. Huge damage. Kornova, first match goes his way.
Well, both players playing very aggressively there.
But at the same time, they had so much sort of spacing. Like, it was a lot of movement in the neutral, both trying to figure each other out.
True, it was a great mix of spacing and mix-ups. You know, mixing up between low and mid moves to catch the opponent out.
And again, with the rhythm, it seems like Kornova barely taking it out there. Take This had quite a few moments where he was in control. He was in the driver's seat, but then Kornova stealing it out with some major combos, that big rage out in that second round. And here we go again. And he's going to stick with his character, so in between matches, the loser is allowed to switch to a different character, but he's going to stay with Devil Jin. And Take This, confident in his character pick, as you go up against Kornova on a different stage. Here we go. Second match. First point up on Kornova. And again, spacing each other out, just using movement alone. And Kornova managing to hit him out at the start. And again, takes the slide. He hasn't blocked a single one. He's got to be thinking about that. And the tailspin, good damage here. The crowd going wild on these combos. Let's hear more of that. Let's go. And a counter hit. Takes the round with it. And Kornova up the point. He's been carrying the momentum, I feel like, most of the match. Take This, needs to find his ground. Find his mix-ups. There we go. That's the block.
Slide.
But he didn't capitalize. Next time, I'm looking forward to a big combo. And armors it with this power crush. A new mechanic in TEKKEN7.
Yep, allows the player to absorb some damage from a move, but in response, they can retaliate.
Kornova.
Despite having a slight life deficit, Kornova's playing very patiently.
But look, life is even on both sides. 13 seconds on the clock. Rage on Kornova's side. Take This is going to have to find a way to deal some good damage. 6 seconds left. He needs to rage up.
Wow.
That closes it out.
What a risk from Kornova.
That hop kick was punishable by death.
Especially with so little health left. He was obviously confident that it was going to take the round.
Fantastic call out.
Oh, good throw break.
Kornova, 2 points up. This is match point for Kornova.
Another well-placed hop kick.
And he's got the combos. Good damage, wall pressure. And closes it out. Kornova, super consistent play.
Wow,
and that happened so fast.
Yeah, wow, that second game compared to the first.
Fantastic work there by Kornova, showing how consistent of a player he is.
Can I kick it?
Take This just could not find his feet, it felt like.
Yeah, especially his wall pressure. He didn't let Take This get out of a lot of situations.
And Kornova, his pressure, tenacious. Congratulations, the champion, the IESF champion. He's going to be sent to Korea, and a strong showing there. Didn't drop a single match. And Hana's going to head to loser's match, Take This, and we'll see how he manages to pull it out.
Very impressive stuff there, man. Going into the first game, do you hold back so the rest of the players don't kind of catch on to any of your tactics, or do you go straight in guns blazing?
I'm straight going in. Really, to be honest, I can tell you that my only person I really want to truly beat in this tournament is Saint, who came from Korea. That's my target today. I couldn't beat him in the last tournament, so this time I'll really try hard to beat him, so that I can protect New Zealand. Yes.
Well, we can't wait to see that match. Best luck for the next round. Shot Kornova.
Congratulations to Kornova. Going on into the winners round, he's a popular pick for a lot of people.
Yeah, he's definitely a lot of people's favorite for tonight.
And next up, we're looking for BG versus Kyo, both of them regular Auckland players.
Yep, they definitely would have played each other before.
And a lot. They both go to the arcade, so, you know, they're going to be very familiar with each other's styles.
Yeah, they're also quite loyal to their characters. BG playing Jin and Kyo playing Akuma.
That's right. And Akuma, brand new to TEKKEN7. He's a completely different character in terms of play style because he comes from Street Fighter, so he's got a lot of different
Yeah, there's a lot for his
characteristics.
opponent to learn.
And here we go.
Oh, what a first round. Now in round one, match two, we've got BG going up against Kyo. Now, as I said before, you need to win 2 rounds to win this match. To win a round, you need to win the best out of 5 series. So you win 2 rounds, you progress. Without further ado, let's introduce you competitor number 1, BG.
So BG, a very strong player coming from Auckland. He is a regular at arcades. He's got a plethora of characters, but he likes to stick with Jin, the Mishimas. Again, a high execution character.
He's also represented New Zealand on the world stage before at the 2014 Tekken Tag 2 Championships.
That's correct, yeah, so he's not unfamiliar to a big stage. And yeah, he can be a bit of a joker. Can't help but smiling on stage.
Now going up against BG tonight, we got Kyo. Give him a big round of applause. Kyo.
Kyo, another player from Auckland. He's chosen an interesting character to main in this game, Akuma, a character from Street Fighter.
Yeah, and you heard him lay down his scheme before. He wants to hit you with those fireballs.
And you won't see fireballs very frequently in this game. So we'll see how BG is able to adapt, because BG, he hasn't been playing TEKKEN7 that much, has he?
No, I don't think so. And so really he's got a classic Tekken character, whereas Kyo has one of the most unconventional characters now in Tekken.
And you can't get that sort of information from a previous game, so we'll see how they throw down, how they go. Who will make the right adaptations?
All right, match 1 was a blisterer. Match 2 is going to be just as good. BG, are you ready? All right. Kyo, are you ready? I'll take that as a yes. Let's get into match 2. Let's battle.
All right, let's go. Let's see who these guys pick. Now, BG is a fantastic player to watch. He's got amazing execution again. You're going to see some outrageous things today.
Definitely. I think we're going to see both players go with their main characters as well. There's so much at stake here tonight.
This is a huge stage that they're playing on, so then a couple of nerves must be coming in. And here we go, Kyo versus BG. Yep, they stuck to their main characters. We've got Akuma for Kyo and Jin for BG. And let's see if we see the sort of pacing game that came from the previous match. No, jumping straight out of the gate. BG showing his dominance. But Kyo fighting back. And there you go. That's the fireballs you're going to see quite frequently. Akuma being one of the only characters that can use it. Oh, Huge gets good damage on here. And Kyo just taps him out of all of his pressure. BG! He's got rage on deck.
Looks like Kyo's scheme is to just outpace Kyo here.
That's right, he's rushing him down. And here we go, back to the corner. Catches the Dragon Punch.
Such a risky move, and he gets punished for it.
A lot of damage on deck. Oh, calls out the mix-up. Blocks the low into the Dragon Punch.
Of course, that DP able to absorb so many moves, but also a huge risk.
But good patience on the way of BG, finding his mark. And here we go. This is where BG wants you, in the corner. And now the tables have turned. Kyo, the one with the life deficit. Oh, Dragon Punch again!
Go for it again.
It worked out so well the first round, but not this time. And sweep right out of the gate. Good damage there. But BG, huge adaptation, finds the block on the second attempt. And wow, this is going to do a lot of damage.
Look at this combo from Kyo.
Can he
He's
take it
going
to
all the way to the wall.
All the way! Oh, to the super! Closes it out! What looked to be a 60%
Wow, the
combo.
fireballs he promised.
BG was prepared for another mix-up. Now we're in the second round, Kyo.
trying to take it out. And again, these sweeps have been hitting their mark. But an electric BG back in it. Good damage, trying to take him to the wall. Armor's right through it. Doesn't quite get the full focus though. That move would have stunned him if he held it for a little bit longer. And now life just about even. Kyo needs this match.
BG doing great with blocking that move.
Armors it again, doesn't get the full charge, but manages to beat him out with the mix-up. Kyo on the first match point.
Well,
now BG is gonna have to make some changes if he wants to win this.
definitely. Kyo's been using a lot of those moves with some built-in armor. I mean, they can absorb the opponent's hits and still come out to launch.
That's right. Those focus attacks, he'll lean back and he'll start steaming in it, and that actually armors. And he could have closed it out a lot quicker if he managed to hold it for a little longer, but let's see if BG mixes in some lows to sort of beat that armor. And here we are, sticking with the same character.
Oh, and we have a floor break stage here.
Ooh, Notorious. This one can add a lot of damage to both players' arsenals if they can land the big hits. Jin actually gets a floor break off his 1+2 break throw, the one where you have to press both punch buttons. So we'll see if we get to, if he pulls that out. Fight. And he goes for the sweep, and BG calls it out. Again, calling it out. Kyo needs to make some changes. Straight into the wall, good pressure. But a jumping Tatsu? Now both players not opting to go for the floor break. Oh, big damage here for Kyo. And just like that, BG's back to the wall. Taps his way out.
Pressure.
Very interesting. Kyo had the advantage there, but BG's still willing to press buttons.
Well, BG's fighting his way back.
Oh, the infinite run. No, here we are. Side switched. Wow, BG on the last pixel here. He needs something big to pull it out.
Oh, wow, that was a... Oh, no! That was such a huge block. But then he gets punished for doing a low of his own.
A good call out there, Kyo. Willing to block low there, and he manages to close the round out. Kyo with the advantage here. And BG needs to find something big.
Kyo spacing out some fireballs.
And unusually, we're still on the top stage, so whoever can pull out that extra damage by breaking the floor will have a huge advantage. And here we go,
Finally
falling
going
down.
downstairs.
Big damage! And
Through
another
with the
dragon
DP.
punch. Missing the demon flip. Good crouch there by BG. Wow, BG on range, couldn't pull it out. Kyo on match point here.
And not an easy feat to be able to put a player like BG on his back foot.
That's right, and BG is a highly adaptive player, so he'll need to bring that in right now if he wants to win. Into the floor break, second time, one more left. And huge damage on deck,
We're going
BG takes the
downstairs
third.
again.
And it looks like BG has found his momentum.
He's fighting for his
And
life.
here we go, can he close it out? Guaranteed low, manages to take it. BG on the board now.
Well, are we seeing the start of a comeback?
Could very well be. Again, BG, a very adaptive player, and he's gonna have to learn a lot here. Oh, gets the float, misses the combo though. And Kyo fighting his way out with the what little space he has away from the corner. Double focus attack dash. Taps him right out. I don't want any of that, BG says. And both of them just easing their way in. The pace of the match slowed down considerably. Both know what's on the line here. And what a throw! Breaks it the first time. Good call out there by Kyo. And what a counter hit! BG trying to close this out, gets all that damage. And here we are, BG urgently needs this. Kyo on match point here. And good strings, mixing him up into the low, reactable, but Kyo not looking for it. BG again with Kyo in the corner. And wow, look at this
Are we going to
damage
see it
taken away.
perfect?
Almost.
Kyo fighting back.
Oh, what a dunk!
Wow.
BG takes it. One apiece.
Wow, amazing knowledge by BG. I think he has a good idea of knowing when to interrupt Kyo's strings and whatnot. Put an end to that pressure at crucial moments.
And BG literally coming from the edge of defeat. And here we go. One apiece. Will Kyo sit? We know he has a pocket Eliza. We know he plays Lucky Chloe at the arcades, but...
Oh no, oh, and we're going to a wallless stage. That's not going to bode well for Kyo.
That doesn't benefit Akuma very much. Walls give Akuma so much damage and so much pressure opportunities. Let's see how he goes. Kyo must be feeling it. We can see a little bit of nervousness there.
Yeah, do you think he had BG on the brink of defeat at one point during that last match?
That's right, and that's got to affect you emotionally. I mean, you sort of relax. You're like, I can do this. I'm almost there. I just need to tap him out. But here we are. BG carrying the momentum. Fight. And into the sidestep.
Nice punish.
And there we go. Good damage for Kyo. Gets a huge juggle starter there. But again, without the corner, it feels like Akuma's going to lose a lot of its normal pressure. And what a sweep! BG mixing up those mid-lows. Getting good damage here. And that, because he hit him with the sweep the first time, Kyo was
Making
ready
Kyo
for the
duck.
second. That's right, forcing Kyo to duck, and he wasn't ready. BG. Round 2. Looking like everything's going his way right now. And out of the gate, a down forward 1 to check Kyo's movement. And wow, he's gonna punish this. Just gets the 10 frame. Wasn't sure how minus that was. Good damage there. But Kyo showing signs of life. Oh, blocks it. Doesn't get the full punish, but he gets something. A little bit. A tap at the ankles. Good damage there. Both on equal life. Rage on deck for both players. Manages to get the low. Can he close it out? Doesn't get the full combo. Hits him. Wow, Kyo taking it back.
Wow, just if BG had been able to finish that combo, it would have gone so differently.
That's right, and again, that's going to play on BG's mind. DP
Kyo starting
out
off
of
with
the
a
gate.
DP, so dangerous.
And that's a hard call out there by Kyo. Kyo with 1 barometer down there, that gives him access to a lot of tools. BG going to take a lot of damage here. Just the Jin bread and butter. Nice fireball there. Just trying to space him out, get his breath. BG, what a block, gets this! Confirms the full damage, gonna close it out. BG now on
He did
match
a
point.
big low of his own, and Kyo responded in kind, but he was ready to block.
That's right, and here we go. BG swinging it all back in his favor. Kyo gonna have to pull something drastic out here. Good blocks, good pressures, and jump-ins are so unusual in TEKKEN7. It's a very Street Fighter trait. Kyo taking full advantage of BG now with a big combo. And what a mix-up, the wave dash mix-up. Hop kick out of nowhere! Taps him right out of that low, crushing it, dodging it completely. Good break there by Kyo. Kyo with rage. So close to closing this out.
Is Kyo's
Using all
last
the
chance.
meter.
Oh, he jumps the
Misses
combo.
And BG looking for anything to take
Oh,
it
he
out.
turns around.
And wow! Kyo bringing it back, literally from the edge of defeat. He cannot be too happy about that. BG closing it out though.
Well, both players are taking some huge risks in that game. You could really feel they wanted to win.
There was a lot of reads, a lot of good anticipation there. Both of them called out each other's lows in quite a lot of those rounds. Wow for BG. Again, I've attributed his adaptiveness, and here we are seeing it full force.
Yeah, he literally came back from the brink of defeat.
Like, wow. Kyo cannot be too happy about that, but BG moving forward in the winner's bracket. And we're going to take it to the interview with BG, the winner of this match.
I'm here with the winner, BG, bro. I got to be honest, I thought Kyo had it after that first round, but you came through in the end. What was it that kind of was the turning point for you? Did you start to anticipate his moves?
I kind of saw what he was gonna do after the one match, so I could react to it, and then I could be prepared for it. That's all.
Foresight, best of luck going into the next round against Cornova.
And that's going to be an amazing match. BG versus Cornova. We've seen this before, and they've been reputably probably the best players in Auckland, and a rivalry like that, they've played in Tekkens.
Yeah, these guys have been facing each other for ages, as well as being top players.
So there's going to be some history. We're going to see games way ahead of the game. A lot of Yomi mind games just that we're not prepared for. And next up, we'll have Saint versus Zazab, a big match. Zazab, my boy. Unbiased commentary, but I gotta shuffle my man here. But a formidable opponent in Saint.
Fox Saint, one of the best in the world. In fact, he has the most Tekken World Tour points of any player at the moment.
Literally the best player in the world at the moment, as according to the standings. So let's see how Zazab does. They've had as many chances as they can get playing in their lobbies. So let's see if they can pull some of that out.
What a match number 2. And who knew Akuma was in the Tekken series? That was dope, man. Now, we need to get on to match number 3. We've got a special one for you right now. We got Saint from Echo Fox going up against Zazo. Now, Saint from Echo Fox has traveled all the way from South Korea to play in the New Zealand LPL Ultimate Grand Final for Tekken. So this is going to be some top-tier play. Without further ado, match number 3. One of our best contestants of the night. We got Saint from Echo Fox.
I'm just talking to myself. I'm gonna buy number 3. I'm gonna buy number 4.
So one of the first internationals we've had, Saint, and what an international to have. The best player in the world at the moment.
It's amazing to have him here right in New Zealand.
And he's got a very formidable Jack, a character that we're not too familiar with. We don't have very many Jack mains here. So let's see if Zaza is able to pull up the adaptations. Here we go, Saint. And he's such a good bloke too. I met up with him on Saturday and it's so cool to meet someone like him.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Saint's regarded as the best player at Tekken in the world, so cannot wait to see this guy go up against player number 2, contestant number 2, Zazob.
And this is my boy Zazob with
Yes, good evening and welcome to LPL4, the Ultimate Tekken Grand Final. It might be cold in Auckland City, but in here at SKYCITY Theatre, it is about to get very, very hot as we see the very best Tekken gamers about to go head-to-head. My name is Dwan. Thank you for tuning in on Sky. Alongside me in comments, we welcome in Dave from the Standing Fairs community, and of course, my main man, Jonathan Arcadian Jansen. Huge night ahead inside the theatre.
Oh man, I am excited. This is throwing me back to my childhood, first ever console game that I played, and we're here with the ultimate encounter from the New Zealand. We got 4 players from the New Zealand Championships, 4 players from the Tekken World Tour.
Yes, good evening and welcome to LPL4, the ultimate Tekken Grand Final. It might be cold in Auckland City, but in here at SKYCITY Theatre, it is about to get very, very hot as we see the very best Tekken gamers about to go head to head. My name is Dwan. Thank you for tuning in on Sky. Alongside me in comments, we welcome in Dave from the Standing Fairs community, and of course my main man Jonathan, Arcadian Jansen. Huge night ahead inside the theatre.
Oh man, I am excited. This is throwing me back to my childhood, first ever console game that I played, and we're here with the ultimate encounter from the New Zealand. We got 4 players from the New Zealand Championships, 4 players from the Tekken World Tour International. We're going to see some stellar games tonight.
That's right, and one of those players is a very, very special player. His name is Saint. He's one of the best players in the entire world, and he is here in New Zealand. But quickly, we'll come to you, Dave, to talk about the setup behind you. The crowd is filtering in. We've got some big names as well from the traditional sports side and the Warriors. What does this mean for gamers in New Zealand?
I think for gamers in New Zealand, this is a big chance for them to show that we're quite good and we can compete with the world's best.
Absolutely. But talking a little bit about Saint, eSports is booming. He's come all the way from South Korea and he's here on our shores tonight.
You know, Saint's actually from Echo Fox, which is a international esports franchise started by Rick Fox, the NBA man himself. And it just goes to show, you know, this industry is booming. These guys are traveling the world, playing their favorite games, really supporting it. And because of that, they get a chance to, you know, compete against New Zealand's best here tonight. It's just awesome to see.
Yeah, and on that point, Dave, you know a lot of these players that are in the tournament. They're up against arguably the best player in the world tonight. You know, what's that like for these players here, and what does that mean for New Zealand gamers that play TEKKEN7?
Well, I think for TEKKEN7 gamers that play in New Zealand, a lot of them want the chance to go up against Saint, so this will be their big opportunity.
We'll see how good he is. But if you're just tuning in, you're trying to work out how this tournament is, here is a quick explainer to get you up to speed very quickly.
Wow, managed to dodge that attack, but doesn't get anything. Saint closing out 2-piece. Now, even match. Saint, a very adaptive player, must have seen something. Can Zaza make the right changes? And yeah, just like that, Zaza in trouble. Just shy of getting that rage mechanic that would give Zaza extra damage and some more tools, but
catches him with a launcher.
Saint not gonna let him have it. Closes it with a combo.
The first
3
one
for
goes
2.
to Saint.
Saint taking the first match. Good showing by Zaza.
There's so much momentum in those matches there. I feel like one of the players always had a huge life lead.
That's right, whichever player managed to corner their opponent, they managed to close out the round. And not to discredit the players, the defense was fantastic, but their opponent just making the right reads, beating them out. And Zaza must be pretty happy. Catching him with 2 rounds and almost a third if he managed to get it. But Saint's such a formidable force. Closes out the first match. And Zaza sticking with Law, taking him to another stage. Here we go, second round.
Come and get some. I dare you. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see if they're as aggressive out of the gate. There we go. And again, Saint demonstrating that he's willing to press buttons at the start of the match. Quite a risky maneuver. A lot of players usually backdash to find rhythm patterns in their opponent.
Saint using so many moves of pushback, trying to keep Zaza at a certain distance.
And at the same time, he's baiting the crouch by crouching himself. But Zaza manages to get the launch air. Good damage and good pressure to follow it up. And a magic 4, what a counter hit. Doesn't quite close it out. Saint breaks the throw. Saint fighting his way out here. Zaza looking for the safest possible opportunity to beat him out. He just needs 1 tap. And good crouch there by Saint, gets this launch. What a mix-up. Stays on the ground, Saint recognizes.
So
and now the tables, the 12 seconds on the clock. Zaza does have a lead. Manages to whip the debugger. Taps him out with that mid again.
Interesting, Saint using one of his huge moves, a rage drive there.
And that rage drive would have made it safe, but Zaza, first round on the board. Wow, what a mix-up. Here we go. Stands up. I haven't seen many players do that. Good call out by Zaza, blocking the mix-up afterward. But there we go, and that's exactly what Saint was looking for the first time. And taking him out, and again, it's a momentum-driven game. Feels like the matches Zaza wins. He has to fight the long haul, but Saint just manages to bulldoze his way through.
Yeah. Rather than relying on aerial juggle starters, he's just using lots of different pokes and strings to lay down the damage.
Good counter launches there, good crouch there, doesn't capitalize on that throw whiff. And Saint closing it out. Match point for Saint. Zarzab needs to find his feet. And wow, getting caught crouching a lot. Saint has conditioned him for it. Zarzab in trouble, nearly back to the wall. Saint moving him there with just safe pressure and good movement. And what a counter hit! Zarzab finding a lot of those kicks. Gets good damage, misses the last hit, but still in there. And blocks the debugger, good punish. But Saint again getting so much mileage out of that running elbow. It's so even right now, 20 seconds on the clock. Both players. Oh, Saint finds the launch, misses the combo. Zarzab now with rage. Oh, gets the back turn. And the debugger to close it out. What a close up. Zarzab could have brought it back.
Saint had such a good idea of when to apply that move.
And wow. Saint, just such consistent play. Zarzab did really well. Give him an applause.
In the end, I think Saint got more of the reads on him.
Saint managing to capitalize on his opportunities a lot better. But Zarzab did get a lot of combos, a lot of counter hits, catching Saint's movement. That's good reads on his part.
Especially in the first game, taking those 2 rounds, and so convincingly as well. He did really well.
And the rounds that he did take, he fought so hard to get. There was Zarzab pulling out a lot more than I expected here, and against such a strong talent as Saint. Good call out. He got 2 rounds and then 1 round at the end. We're going to take it to the interviewer. He's going to interview the winner, Saint.
So I'm here now with Saint from Echo Fox. That was so much closer than I thought it would be. Wow. I got to ask you though, man, after the first round, Cornova called you out. He said, you're his target tonight. Have you got any words for Cornova?
그러니까 맨 처음 마치가 끝나고 나서 코노바가 오늘 내 타겟은 세인트 선수라고 두 번의 메시지를 던졌는데 그에 대해서 혹시 하실 메시지나 말씀이라도 있으신지?
뭐 저도 거기에 응해서 최선을 다해서 무차별하게 이제 어택을 하겠습니다.
So answering that, he'll mercilessly destroy Cornova in his next match against him.
Let's go! Best of luck for the next round, Saint.
And that's exactly what we want to hear, that sort of competitiveness. And with so much at stake tonight, you've got to be confident in your ability. Next up, we've got Blackout versus Mr. Mysterious River, aka Rambo as the Auckland scene would know him.
Of course, Blackout, one of the sole representatives of Wellington here.
Literally, yeah, the only player from New Zealand that's not from Auckland, Wellington, so everyone from outside of Auckland must be yelling for their boy Blackout, a strong player from Wellington. And he uses Eliza, which is super unusual. He's Eliza main. We're going to see a lot of interesting tech.
Whoa, Saint, can you relax, bro? Sharks mercilessly destroy. What a match number 3. Let's get into match number 4. We got Blackout taking up Mr. Mysterious River, which is personally my favorite name of the tournament. I hope he does win this round. To win the match, you need to win 2 rounds. You win 2 rounds, you progress. If you win a round, you need to win a best of a 5-game series. Without further ado, let's get into our competitors tonight. Competitor number 1, we got Blackout.
Here we go, Blackout, really confident in his ability to play, giving his opponent
the guy who's
a
ready
warning.
to suck some blood.
Raring and waiting to get into the game. And again, a very strong talent from Wellington. This man is a lab monster, and I can recognize with that. We're gonna see him putting his opponent in a lot of precarious positions.
Now, competitor number 2, formerly known as Rambo, I believe, Mr. Mysterious River. Let's go.
Cool, we have Mysterious River here, aka Rambo. A super aggressive, super interesting player.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of strong thing play here. Mr. Mysterious River, we saw him on Saturday, and he was in your face, rushing you down. We're gonna see a lot of that here, and it's up to Blackout if he can be on his toes and on point with his defense.
Let's get into match number 4. Blackout, are you ready? Yes, he is. Mr. Mysterious River, are you ready? Yeah? A-okay? Let's go. Match number 4. Let's battle.
And here we go, Blackout versus Rambo, or as he wants to be called in this tournament, Mr. Mysterious River. What a name.
I think this is really going to be the battle of the offenses here as opposed to the defense.
That's right, and we're going to see a Feng versus Eliza match. Now, Eliza can play the zoning game. Again, just like Akuma, she benefits. She's got the fireball. She plays a lot differently to a regular Tekken 7 character. But Feng, being a mainstay since Tekken 5, we're going to see a lot of familiarity, a lot of damage, a lot of rush down, high-paced play. Now the player's getting into it. Yelling at my fist. Let's go!
Fight.
Wow, Blackout right out of the gates, jumping straight into a combo, taking Mr. Mysterious into the corner, and tries to go for the mix-up. And now Mr. Mysterious has him in the corner, but again, another launch. Huge damage on the way of Blackout, goes for a tech trap.
Unblockable.
What an unblockable. And a perfect!
What a
The
strong
first one
start
of
from
the night.
Blackout. Using such a slow, risky move to send a strong message.
And it catches that tech. He was ready for it, and River has to do some changes. But Blackout rushing him down. A taste of River's own medicine. Look at this pressure right in the corner. You can't escape. Now here we are, Mysterious finding his way out, gets him with the throw. Trying to flip the momentum on his side. And spinning about to get in his face. Blackout rushing him down, good counter hit. And wow, Blackout showing a dominant performance. And Mr. Mysterious has to be very careful with using those stances in the mid-game because any of those fireballs could tap him out. And Blackout, consistent play, closes out the second round. And wow, jumping right over that low kick. Blackout bringing the fight to him. River hasn't been able to start an offense. And again, another trend. He's right at the wall. And it looks like Blackout's been doing his homework because River hasn't been able to start. River has been pacing out in the mid-game. And what a super confirms into the combo. Big damage on deck. Looking to close it out, one mix-up away. And what a sidestep, dodges the attack completely. And what a clean match.
Excellent gameplay with that, using his whole bar of meter for that super. But it took the whole round.
Yep, confirms into a nearly fatal combo, but gets the mix-up as well.
Oh, I felt like almost all of that match was just Blackout doing some amazing combos.
Perhaps Mysterious River not prepared for his own offense. Blackout took the fight to him. Taste of your own medicine, and it panned out. Good pressure there by Blackout. Let's see if they can make some changes. A good veteran player practice there, warming your hands. I mean, this is, you got to be prepared for anything.
Of course, it's not a bad strategy against such an aggressive player to put on the aggression yourself.
Yep, put them in their own, make them deal with it themselves, and sometimes they're not ready for it. Here we are, Blackout versus Mr. Mysterious. Mysterious taking a more forward approach this time. None of that zoning or stance changing. I'm right in there. Managed to take Blackout out of his pressure, and this is what we were looking for in the first round.
Well,
wow.
This is an instant turnaround.
That's right, Mysterious
being able to use all these pokes of his own.
He's found his pacing, he's found Blackout's rhythm. And catches him back turn. River in trouble. Blackout now has rage on deck, 1 bar of meter, and tapping him out. River gets the first round. He's finally on the board. Wow, there we go, good spacing. Blackout gets the upper hand there. Bringing him to the corner, big damage on this combo. And he gets the situation too. Oh, Mysterious River not falling for the setup. Good damage here. He's got super on deck, can he close it? Into the setup again, and River falling for it for a
Choosing not
second
to use
time.
meter and instead going for an unblockable and relying on Mr. Mysterious to freeze up basically there.
And now Blackout with full meter on deck. He gets a lot of damage, a lot of opportunity here. Just needs to find it. And good priority there by River, moving way out of his range. And back turn, River finding his footing. What a slobber knocker. Can River find the tap out? And Blackout gets the damage. Takes him to the corner. And again, all of that super on deck, all that bar in that lower left corner. Oh, using the 10-hit, perfect punish. And using the second hit of that EX Fireball.
Obviously trusting that Mr. Mysterious is going to press something.
And River wasn't prepared. Here we are, Blackout on match point. Looking to close it out here, but River showing signs of life. Eating the second hit of that. Mysterious in trouble. Breaks the throw, but the good news is he's out of the corner, so it was a win-win situation. Blackout again. A lot of the damage he scored in these sets have been through combo damage. Showing that Mysterious River is doing some very unsafe stuff. Can he close it? Full stick of butter, can take him to the corner. Looking to close it, what a combo! A late hit on that fireball.
So stylish, finishing it with a fireball from far away.
And fantastic awareness by Blackout, closing it out with such a situational combo.
Yeah, I think once he realized that Mysterious had made the adjustments, he just turned up the offense again.
That's right, and River did show signs of life. He managed to bring his game to Blackout, but he didn't get to show it consistently. And again, Blackout making the right changes, finding the right rhythm, the right pacing, putting Mysterious River into his place. We're gonna send it, oh, here we are again. Yeah, so that match, so fast-paced. I can't believe that Blackout really brought River's game to him.
Yeah, he laid down the damage so fast. Not only, like, I think Mysterious River was relying on pokes to get the damage.
A lot of the damage came through combos, and that comes from unsafe play. Good stuff to Blackout. We're gonna send it over to the interviewer with Blackout.
I'm here with the winner of that match, Blackout. Solid win there, bro. You've got Saint in the next round. What is your plan moving forward to go up against him, bro? Because I know you've beaten him before in a round.
Yeah, I got one game off him before. My plan is not to get bodied too hard. Give everyone a good show.
Sweet as. Best of luck for that next round, bro.
Fantastic showing, and that was our first set of matches. A lot of high-paced fights, a lot of stuff going on. What are the next matches we're looking forward to? Cornova versus BG. We've also got Saint versus Blackout. So
Yes,
Blackout,
exciting stuff.
Blackout gets his opportunity to fight Saint, and he was one of the only two players that managed to take a set off Saint in the qualifier match.
That's right, we'll look forward to how the next match goes.
So here we are. We're going to send it to Juan at the table with the panel.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. I don't like doing this Arcadian, but I know that you picked every single one of those in round number one. That completes round number one. Obviously, guys, we're looking through the draw. Come to you, Dave.
Yep.
Is there anything that stood out for you, some of the players that sort of really put their hand up?
I think Kyo really gave it to BG. He almost proved me wrong, but thankfully BG kept it strong. And shout outs to all the Blackout haters in the crowd with a bit of booing there.
Oh, yeah, he was getting a lot of booing. He's a great player. But if you have a look at this, I mean, I've got to point out, Zazob comes into this one. It's match number one inside an arena like this, and he takes on one of the best in the world. And look, he did nothing but good things there. Yes, he didn't win, but he looked so good.
Dwan, honestly, I was before that match started, I was looking for that. I was like, man, poor Zazob. He's going into that first match versus Saint. But he did phenomenally well. I was really, really surprised how close he did, how he managed to take off some of the different areas. And as you can see, he's coming in now. I was just incredibly impressed with his ability.
He did a real good job at keeping Saint up against the wall, just pressuring him. I think Saint kind of came into this thinking that Zazob would be a little bit of a walkover. Zazob proved that just because you're Saint doesn't mean that you're the best.
That's right, but do you think even like, Saint is so used to playing in international tournaments, EVO, all the big tournaments around the world, but do you still think a player like that, he comes into an event like this, he's in a foreign country being New Zealand, and you see him come in here, the crowd is, pro-Kiwi. Do you think that affected him in that match to start with?
From what I've seen that he's been posting on social media, he feels quite at home with the New Zealanders, so he feels quite comfortable. He kind of feels like he's in Korea right now.
Absolutely, and for you, you saw him there. When the interview, when Daz talked to him on the stage, and he said, hey, look, we're talking about one of the best players, Cornova, saying, look, he was, by the way, Cornova was fantastic, 2-0, very smooth sailing into round number two, but he came out and said, look, for Cornova, it's all about Saint. and you heard what Saint said to him.
Oh man, wasn't that great? Mercilessly destroy Cornova was the words I think that he put through, which is, it's just awesome to see. And I mean, in a stage like this and in a setting, I can't wait to see it get to the end and see if Cornova will be mercilessly destroyed or if he'll do New Zealand proud, which I'm kind of hoping he will.
Well, we'll see very shortly. Round one is done. We'll head upstairs. They might be able to tell us as well what is happening in the losers side of the draw, which is not on the channel tonight. We'll head back up to Tinkos and Squishy Blob to let us know.
And what a huge round it has been, but we have some information. How did the losers bracket go? I don't have it. Sorry.
We would have had Take This versus Kyo and Zaza versus Mysterious River.
We don't have a text.
Check. All right, let's get into round two of the winners bracket. We got Carnova going up against BG. Now, this is a massive round. We're getting into the final stages. I'm keen to see who makes it to the final. Now, we're not going to do the walkout anymore. Now, don't worry. If these guys want to win the match, they need to win 2 rounds. Now, to win a round, you need to win a best out of 5 series. You win 2 rounds, you go on to the LPL Grand Final. We're not doing the walkout. We need to find this winner. We are going straight into the action. Cornova, are you ready?
Hey,
BG, are you ready? Let's battle.
And here we go. This is a huge rivalry in Auckland. We've got Cornova versus BG. And Cornova and BG, they played off in the Tekken World Tour Qualifier on Saturday.
That's right. And how did that one go again?
Well, BG couldn't help but make Thomas laugh in the first sets. Look at him. He just keeps staring at him as he goes. But Cornova managed to maintain his composure and not play to that strength of BG. And jumping straight into the first match. Here we go. BG versus Cornova. And what a counter, gets all that damage. Lots of pressure on the deck. And BG just taking all of that pressure to him. Fighting right out of the gate. But Cornova finding his footing. Good blocks, not the right punish there. And catches him with a huge damage on that. And wow,
BG showing that he's not afraid to use tons of lows to lay down the damage.
Completing the string, closing that round with a good low, good options. And wow, Cornova hitting him with a major overhead. Smacking him right to the ground. Here we go. Good crouch there. Opting for the pressure instead of the punish. And there, that's a huge launch. Cornova gonna take him all the way to the wall, get all of this damage. BG is gonna have to fight his way back. Perhaps might have been able to close the round on that previous combo. Hopefully it doesn't play on Cornova's mind. A lot of stakes here. Good low there, catching BG off guard.
Round 3.
Tapping him on the feet, brushing his feet aside. None of that. And you'll find that there's not as much movement in this match as there was in the previous match Cornova was playing. And both players playing this upfront game. They both know where each of the other players is at an advantage. And look, Cornova finding all the right buttons. Tapping BG on the last pixel here, perfect!
Wow, Cornova showing he has a great read on BG's tendencies as a player.
And a 38-second perfect that definitely sends a message. It's like playing rock, paper, scissors and winning 7 times in a row. And missing it gets the punish. And good damage here for Cornova. BG in trouble here. Having a hard time dealing with Cornova's pressure. Good parry! And gets the appropriate punish, but blocks the low. Cornova, massive damage on deck. And this corner pressure as well. Goes for a tech trap. But BG doesn't cave to that setup. And wow, takes him out on the low.
Wow, so many reads there.
Strong play by Cornova. It was more of an up-close melee. They weren't playing that long-range game. It was just Both players throwing lefts and rights right up in their
It's
face.
interesting because both of them are known for being, they've shown before they could be quite patient in a fight. You know, once they get the life lead, they hang back and essentially let the other person hang themselves. But I think here what we saw was them being so familiar with each other that they could just go in for it.
That's it, and go ham they did. And BG still smiling, even though he suffered the loss here, trying to draw Thomas or Cornova into a false sense of security, but Cornova maintaining his composure. And here we go, second game. Now let's see, it's a Wallace stage, so this might encourage the movement that we've been talking about here. But again, up close pressure here, both of them looking for their spots, trying to tap them out, find their positions, and get a nice launch. Conditioning each other with these mids, not investing too heavily here. And yeah, nothing too big on the board.
You're really seeing such a up-close battle here already.
And nobody has committed to any risky lows or any risky launches there. BG getting, Cornova getting a nice tap of damage. Good parry!
Wow, he must have known
Closing
that
out
was
the
coming.
round. And the parry, that is a read. That's saying to your opponent, I know you wanted this. Cornova, good reads, leading into the second round here. And a huge counter, it gets a
Finally
lot
started
of
with a
damage.
launcher.
BG getting smoked here, he's got to find his place. Good patient defense, finds a spot, gets it low. And now, spacing each other out.
BG's got to bring this back here, or he's going to be, or Cornova's going to be on match point.
BG using Jin's high parry, but doesn't manage to punish it.
Round 3.
Flipping the punch, very good techniques. But Cornova here on match point. And this has come down to Cornova. He's just been picking away at BG's health. BG has had such a hard time to find his spots, or even start up a pressure, using the Mishima wave dash. And there we go! Cornova trying to read him with the low parry. BG getting a lot of damage here. And a parry of his
BG
own!
going for a low, but gets punished for it.
Cornova showing him right back, I know what you're doing. Checking him, and a good block there, but doesn't capitalize. BG trying to find it close to this round. Trying to tap him out.
One more hit.
Wow,
There it
what a
goes.
mid. Good pressure, good strings there by BG. And now he's on the board. Good
Starting
break
with
there on the
third.
throw. Wow, Cornova doing what he wants up close. He's having his way with BG. BG just being complacent, patient with his defense. And there he is, tapping his way in. Cornova has found most of his damage through all of these small strings, these small pokes, testing BG's guard.
He's definitely feeling confident right now.
BG on Pixel, he's gonna have to do something real big to pull this back. One more tap will close it. Good counter hit. Massive damage here on BG's side. What? Tapping him out with a gut punch. Closing it out. Very convincing for Cornova.
Well, whereas the last game was quite close, that was actually quite a turnaround.
BG managing to find his pacing there at the end, but didn't close it out. He got huge damage on that combo, but it didn't do enough.
Yeah, you can notice before how he was using a lot of lows to get damage at a close range, but it seems like he felt less and less confident to use them here, and as well, Cornova just started winning out.
I feel like Cornova had the pressure game. He was doing a lot of, he wasn't committing as heavily as BG was, and BG got punished a lot for doing parries and crouching at the wrong point. But good stuff for BG, showing, he's showing signs of life there, but Cornova is such a dominant pressure there.
Yeah, I think we saw like two very high-level players who are both very familiar with each other.
That's right, they play each other quite a lot, so we were seeing, and we saw a lot of parries. We must have been seeing a lot of sort of plays that they've been accounting for weeks in advance.
Yeah, those are definitely reads.
So we're going to send it over to the interviewer with Cornova, the winner of this match.
Congratulations, Cornova. Now, if Saint can get past Blackout in the next round, you'll meet each other in the semis. He said he's going to mercilessly destroy you, I'm sorry. Are you going to let him get away with those comments? What have you got to say to him, bro?
Of course not. I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be destroying him. Yeah.
Well, best of luck against Saint in the next round. Let's hope you do the destroying, my brother.
And a confidence showing there by Thomas Kornova, bringing his own insults back. So we're hoping to see that in the winners finals.
Yeah, we've got a little information about what happened in the losers bracket here. Kyo took on Take This and took it out against him.
Ooh, good stuff. So it looks like Kyo's moving on through the losers bracket. Unfortunately, Take This. We're not going to see any more of him, but strong player. If you want to see more of him, come out to our Auckland events. Check us out live.
Awesome, we've got another amazing matchup next.
That's right. So we got Saint versus Blackout. And Blackout must be doing his homework. He must have... Saint's got a lot of footage online. And Blackout is the kind of guy that would do his research ahead of time.
I love the banter. I love the banter. I cannot wait for those two to match up against each other. But let's get into round two, match two of the winners bracket. We got Saint from Echo Fox going up against Blackout. Now, Saint traveled all the way from South Korea to play in the New Zealand LPL TEKKEN Grand Final. He is regarded as the best player in the world right now. I feel hashtag blessed to be in the same room as him. But Blackout, on the other hand, is from Wellington. He's a Kiwi man. So let's give a big round of applause for both competitors. Saint, are you ready? Yep. Blackout, you good to go? Let's go, match two. Let's battle.
Of course, these two have met in tournament before, just on Saturday.
That's right, Blackout being one of the only players that managed to take a set off of Saint, taking the match, but Saint closing it out. So let's see if he can bring that power, the power he had on Saturday, to this match. And it's interesting to notice here, Saint's not wearing their headsets.
Yeah, maybe he wants to feel the atmosphere of the crowd.
That's right. Get a little bit of power behind him. And here we go into the first match here. It's gonna be an Eliza versus Jack. Both running with their mains.
Round one. Fight.
And here we go. Saint again demonstrating he's willing to press buttons right at the start of the match. And catching him with a huge launch. Good damage on deck, good pressure. And oh, Blackout missing the punish on that throw. Still lands it, gets him, nails some good damage here. And the pace is closing down, but wow, Saint just bulldogging his way in, gets him with the launcher, closes the first round out. And good play there by Saint. Blackout needs to make the changes. And such oppressive pressure he's got going on here. And Blackout manages to get the launch here. Good damage. And he's going to want to take him to the corner, get some decent pressure here. Can he hit him with one of these setups? Ooh, low dive kick. But
the launcher.
Saint managing to float him out of his third dive kick. And a debugger! Catching Blackout's ankles. Here, Saint with all this damage, and he lays him down. Good call out by Blackout. And wow, almost taking it back. Rage on both
Saint down to a
sides.
shred of health.
18 seconds on the clock. Whoa, slow-mo!
Oh my gosh, he goes underneath the jab with the debugger.
And confirming it with the rage trap follow-up.
Oh, Saint stealing that round away.
What a finish. Here we go, third round here, Saint, 2 points up. But Blackout not going quietly. And what a launch here. Saint's getting so much damage, and wall throw to close it. Charging it up.
But he puts on the brakes.
And Saint here with such a dominant lead. Blackout with full bar though. What a sweep! Saint wasn't looking at his toes.
But he drops the combo. Oh, that was tragic.
Saint, Echo Fox Saint closing out the first match. To him, it's Tuesday.
Wow, Saint playing so convincingly. He just never let Blackout get any offense started there.
And it looked like Blackout was a bit, I'm not sure what to say, but he wasn't going for those setups that he would usually go. And he just seemed a little bit more patient, going for more reliable.
Like you mentioned, he's a lab monster, meaning he's basically cooked out what to do in very specific situations and how to get around the opponent. But here we saw he wasn't able to get any of that started against Saint.
He did manage to stem a bit of bleeding there, stopping Saint from running a train. He managed to take some rounds and also avoid Saint's close-up pressure there with Jack. Here we go, into the second match.
Round one.
Both players focused intently. Here we go, just does a launcher out of the gate. And Saint, the sort of player to condition you over such a small set, gets him with the third hit, exactly what I'm talking about. And Blackout in trouble, manages to punch his way out. And here we go, slowing the pace down considerably, both using movement, trying to find their pacing. But Saint pressuring Blackout into the corner and gets a launch. Can he get the balcony break? Opts for a bit of guaranteed damage there, hits him on the ground.
Round 2.
And taking the first round there, Saint. Oh, a little bit of a shimmy there going, trying to condition him to crouch. Good block, good punish there. Saint showing the answers. Blackout having a problem here, finding himself on his back quite frequently in these matches. Again, it looks like he opts for that wall throw. Maybe it's a Eliza specific. Saint just driving the pace of the match. Blackout trying to find his own way in. He's got full stick of butter, all of that super, all of these options. And gets him with the third out of the string, conditioning him himself. Catches him with the DP. Good damage here. Takes him to the corner. What is the setup?
Gets him with the low. That's it.
And Blackout takes the round. The crowd behind their own. Auckland, Wellington, sorry. But New Zealand versus Korea. Oh, doesn't quite get the launch there. There's a lot of mind games going on here. Catches him with that throw. And taps his toes. Saint here leading the charge. Blackout finding a bit of pressure.
Blackout playing a bit more confidently now.
That's right. Blackout finding just the right spots here. Even live. What a piece. Blackout trying to find his place. Saint, though, just dashing in the face.
His face.
And wow, what a trade. Neither of them could capitalize. And Saint just willing to dash in. He does have a matchup here, so he can take risks. Blackout
Saint just sitting on his little life lead. Oh no, and he goes in for the boot.
And good play there by Saint.
Fight.
Calling out that EX dive. And look at Saint! Just dashing in his face, just checking when is Blackout willing to press buttons. And it looks like Saint has the download here. Running on fiber. And Blackout needs to find the answers. Good punish there. Fantastic sidestep, moving himself out of the corner. Saint looks so dominant here. And he's just testing Blackout's spacing and his timings. Calling him out here. Massive damage, does get a full combo. But closing it out there. And you could see, at the end of that match, Saint was literally just testing Blackout.
Yeah, when someone dashes in your face like that, it's like a movement challenge, basically.
And the scariest part is, he didn't press a button. He just sat in your face, waiting for you. He has so much leniency. And he was just testing, just in case. If he managed to pull it back, he had more information.
Yeah, that definitely took a lot of confidence.
And we're gonna send it over to the interviewer with Blackout, not... Oh, back to the panel, sorry. With the one.
Yeah, thanks very much. Look, boys, we've seen it. Talked about Saint in the build-up. Blackout, again, picks up something, but it seems like Saint is building into this one, Dave.
Yeah, he's just that professional level that New Zealanders just don't really get the chance to compete with. And I think Saint was on board and just kind of picked up on those things that Blackout didn't really know.
Yeah, and for you, Arcadian, again, no shame to Blackout, but you see the juggernaut that is Saint. He's on a crash course with Cornova in the next round. Can he be stopped?
Well, Cornova is coming in pretty confident, and unfortunately for Blackout, he picked a vampire against a robot. Didn't really work out too well. And so we're going to see, Saint is warming up, and we're going to see how that goes. And Cornova, I think, he's still on the demolition path.
That's right. I want to talk about that as well, though, Dave, when you talk about Cornova on this crash course. He's sailing through 2-0-2-0. Yep. He's on a crash course with Saint's 2-0-2-0. And then for you, how is Cornova going to do this?
I think Cornova is slowly getting the idea on how Saint plays, and I think that come the grand finals, or winners finals I should say, I think it'll be a real close affair.
Yeah, and that's a good point though as well. So if everyone at home that's watching this, tuning in, this is a single double elimination tournament as an Arcadian. So a life to be had for either Saint or Cornova coming up.
Yeah, so basically all the players you've seen so far, the two that just lost, Blackout and BG, they're not gone. They're just going to be moving into the losers bracket. And as they go into the grand final, there will be an extra life. Every player gets 2 lives, and so it will be even more difficult for the person coming out of the losers bracket to take down the champion.
That's right. So if, like in the audience tonight, you are pro Kiwi, Cornova, even if he loses this matchup, he is not gone. He goes down the losers, he's got the opportunity to live again. But I'm going to quickly come here before we head across to the casters. Mercifully destroy one another. That's where we're headed with this one. So I'll come to you. Who you got quickly in this matchup? Cornova versus Saint.
You know, of course, I'm back in the Kiwi boy. Cornova, me and Thomas have a long history, so I'm hoping for the best.
Cornova right here. What about you, Ark? You picked it earlier on.
New Zealand's going to hate me for this, but I have to go with the numbers. Look, I think Saint's going to take it out now. It's going to amp up Cornova, and he's going to come back in the losers round, and we'll have an exciting final.
There you have it. All right, well, let's head upstairs to our commentary team as we get into this epic big matchup. Cornova up against world number 1 Saint. Let's take it away.
So that's a huge match here. Cornova, definitely one of NZ's bests going up against Saint. But we have a little bit of information for you before the losers bracket.
Yep, we have news that Mysterious River took out Zazov, meaning Zazov is now eliminated.
Unfortunately, my boy Zazov, damn it. But that means Kyo and Mysterious River will be going up against each other in the losers bracket, and the winner of that will face up against the loser bracket. Will just keep continuing. We'll have updates for you on that. But the next matchup,
what a treat
Cornova
we have
versus
up
Saint.
next.
All right, let's get into the semi-final of the grand final of the Tekken Let's Play Live Championships. We got Cornova going up against Saint from Echo Fox. Now, these two have been talking a bit of banter. They've been talking at each other. They've been at each other's necks, so I cannot wait to see this game. Now, if they win, to win the match, they need to win 2 rounds. To win a round, they need to win a best-of-5 game series. Win 2 rounds, you go to the final, and you verse the winner of the losers bracket. Let's go. Saint, are you ready? Cornova, are you ready? All right, let's go into the semi-final. Let's battle.
And what a huge match this will be. They have faced off against each other more than once, and Cornova has been withholding a bit of information. He's sure Saint has had the download on him because as Saint came here, he did tell Cornova, I've been watching your play. Yeah. But Cornova has Kazumi hidden in the wings, and he hasn't played her on purpose to hide that info.
Yeah, I think he's probably keeping his strategies in his back pocket, so to speak, not showing all of his hand.
So this is going to be the culmination of those efforts. Cornova going to do his best to win here, but Saint, of course, he's a regular tournament goer. To him, this is just another Monday night. And a bit of banter. They've been getting quite familiar with each other, both of them Korean speakers, so they've become friends, it seems, over the last few days. But friends become rivals, and here we go. This, of course, is the winners' finals, so this will be a best of 5. There will be 3 sets as opposed to the 2 from the previous rounds. And here they are, both getting ready. Cornova, of course, has been plagued with tournament nerves, and against Saint, such a regular tournament goer, this might be an issue.
Yeah, and also, with such a long set like this, it gives both players lots of chances to adapt to each other's playstyle.
That's correct, yeah. There's going to be, as it's a longer set, more chances for download. And as Saint demonstrated in his previous match, he's willing to learn. He had the life lead, he had the advantage, and he still stepped in front of Blackout's face just to get a little bit of information, just in case Blackout manages to pull it back.
Adjusting his gameplay comes so naturally to him, and he can really take advantage of that in the last match.
But here we go, Cornova versus Saint. Again, formidable players. They played off in the TWT Qualifier just on Saturday. Cornova used Dragunov in the grand finals. But here he is, Kazumi, his main, just to get that little bit of extra info. And no doubt Saint surely gonna pick Jack.
KO.
Oh, here we go. Looks like they've already started first round up on Saint. And there we go, good grab. Back at you with the second round here. Sorry for that delay, but here we are, right in the middle of the action. And again, yeah, as we said, Kasumi, a solid pick. She plays a lot slower of a game, sort of fights Jack. and his own game with the zoning options. And fantastic confirmed here. Kornova on the brink, flashing red life bar there, looking for anything he can get. And Saint doesn't quite punish that launcher. Kornova though, getting closed out on, and here we are, Saint looking for the first match in this best of 5. Huge counter launcher, that's conditioning right there. Catching Kornova pressing buttons in the middle of that string. Now both trying to slow the pace down. Kornova trying to find air, but he gets pile driven on.
And just like that, Kornova's only got a shred of health left.
Damn, Saint tapping him out so convincingly. Kornova getting the yell from the crowd. Let's go, he needs the momentum.
Oh, he's thinking hard.
Give him the energy. Saint just, what am I having for dinner?
Yeah, Kornova's got to be wondering what sort of adaptations he can make after a match like that.
And it was a clean sweep. Perhaps he might go to character select. Maybe he found Kasumi wasn't the character for him. Kornova does have a large repertoire of characters.
Yeah, also I think in a wall stage like that, like Kasumi really excels up close where she can annoy the opponent with her small basic pokes. Like you just can't get out of it. But in a stage like that, it gave Saint lots of time to like control the space, control the pace of the match. Maybe we'll see a shift in this next one here.
Looks like he's going to stick with Kasumi. And here we go into the second match. Echo Fox Saint already up 1 point in this best of 5.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see how they go down. And there we go again. Saint with the advantage. He just dashes in Kornova's face, gets extra information on Kornova's rhythm. And there, good launch there by Saint. Finishes the string, gets this wall carry and this massive damage. But Kornova fighting his way out, showing him a taste of his own medicine, dashing in his face. Saint tapping him out. But there have been adaptations, both players showing that they're willing to make the changes. And a giant launch there by Saint. Doesn't close the combo. Is back turn. Kornova finding the good opportunities to get some good taps, good damage. And wow, Saint just trying to tap him out with those lows. Quite a strong poke there by Jack. And there we go, Saint dominating Kornova. Kornova needs to get on the board, he needs to find his feet. And wow, what a whip! Misses it! A miss input on that punish. Slides him into the next match. Saint already 2 rounds up. But there was a little bit of input error there. So maybe Saint,
Still feeling the pressure.
Feeling a little bit of pressure on Kornova's side, yeah. Good signs for Kornova. But man, such a dominating presence. Kornova feeling suffocated, he can't press a button. Saint, what a power crush, closing the round out. He sensed Kornova wanted to get out. Just wanted to jab his way out, and what a read.
You kind of saw the blood in the water there. You know when your opponent's on like a low amount of life.
You know what they're going to go for. They get a little bit more predictable there. And Kornova shaking a little bit. He needs to find his safe place. It looks like he's very uncomfortable. And Saint was such a dominating presence. Again, for him, he's thinking, man, I wonder if I'm going to have burgers or pizza tonight. I'm not sure. Maybe some NZ cuisine while I'm down here.
We saw a few kind of like, basically it's displays of dominance by Saint there. You know, dashing in the opponent's face, doing the same move a long range way, essentially to see what Kornova would do and maybe bait something out.
And I feel like even without pressing a button there, Saint is just putting his dominance there. And Kornova is just, even though it's not showing in the game, just Kornova feels maybe a mental breakdown. He needs to find something deep within him to bring this back.
Let's see if he can pull himself together. Oh, and we see Kornova bring out Lars.
Switch. And Lars, of all characters, he hasn't played Lars at all in the previous LPL4 tournaments.
And to be fair, I think it's a general opinion of most people that Lars is not a very strong character in this game. While he has all the tools to succeed, nothing about him really stands out anymore.
That's correct, and you're gonna have to play super honest with him, but Saint just dragging his face across the ground, and he gets a good launch hit, good damage. Whoa, the unblockable!
He knew Kornova was gonna just stand there.
And he tested that patience. This is conditioning throughout the set. This is the read that he made from dashing in Kornova's face earlier. And now Kornova more keen to press buttons. Here we go, Kornova slight advantage here due to the rage mechanic. But what a charge! Saint taking the round again.
Round 2. Fight.
And here we go again, dashing in his face. But this time he's dashing and blocking, willing and ready. There's mind games on mind games right now. Both players in each other's heads, but Saint with the upper hand. Fantastic.
Great
there.
punish.
Good punish. Finds himself some damage and gets back in here. Kornova needing a lot of these mix-ups. And wow, Saint just suffocating him again with all this pressure. You'll notice Kornova is so willing to move into the foreground and background, but now he is so linear with his options. And wow, almost having it out, getting on that mode.
Kornova on the board now.
Let's get behind him, crowd. Cheer for your boy. What a launch, Saint, finding his position. Taking him all the way to the corner here. Massive amount of damage, 50%. Ridiculous.
Pushing it back into the corner. Oh my goodness.
Kornova, good break there. A bit predictable on that throw since that is a wall splat throw. Saint, though, using that elbow so effectively. And there, that is exactly why. Gets the launch, gets the damage.
Round 4.
And here we are into match point in the winners final. Echo Fox Saint looking to close it out. And here, what a strong launch. And again, another 50% damage combo. Kornova getting hit with the
back
low.
into the ground. Is he going to do it again?
Planting the seeds, baiting him into the crouch guard. Doesn't get a punish. And Saint gets the float. Looking to close it out. Finish, what a parry. And reads on reads.
Wow.
Saint just was literally inside Kornova's mind. He's saying, we're having burgers tonight. And wow, Kornova Kornova was dominant in the matches he played, right? And then Saint just showing that he can make such a good player crumble under the pressure.
Yeah, I think by picking like quite simple, straightforward characters, Kornova was trying to just out-strategize him on quite a basic level. But against a player like Saint, who plays so overwhelmingly.
And Saint drew him right into his game. Hook, line, and sinker. Managed to close it out. A convincing 3-0. We're going to get an interview with the loser, Kornova, to hear his thoughts on the match.
Kornova, obviously not the result you wanted, but if you do happen to win your next match against the winner of the losers tournament, you may get another shot. How important is that second shot at redemption to basically win back that game?
Well, the match didn't really go how I planned it out. Saint was more prepared than I thought he would be because I did better than this when I played him last time. So maybe I need to think up a little bit more what I'm going to do when I'm playing him next. Hopefully I can play him again, to challenge him again and beat him the next time.
Best of luck. All right, we're here with the winner, from Echo Fox, I should say, Saint. Now, you may have to play Kornova again. Going into the grand finals, will you do anything different to beat him if you do happen to go up against him again, or are you going to take the same approach?
그러니까 다시 한번 코노바 선수가 패전에서 이겨서 올라오면 다시 한번 만나게 될 수도 있는데 그러면은 혹시 뭐 다른 작전을 준비하신 게 있는지 아니면 지금이랑 똑같이 플레이하실 것인지 궁금합니다.
작전은 딱히 없고 그냥 좀 쉽지 않은 상대라고 생각을 하고 있습니다. 아까 뭐 말씀하셨듯이 오프라인에서도 조금 비슷하게도 게임한 적이 있기 때문에 방심 안 하는 게 저의 작전인 것 같습니다.
So I think he's a very formidable opponent, and because I respect him, my only strategy is not to take him lightly, and he will take the match very seriously and do his best, and that's his tactics.
Well, let's hope we see that match go together. Thank you guys, best of luck.
And what a dominant match that was. We're going to see some highlights here. Like 3-0 against a player like Kornova.
Yeah, that's no mean feat.
Kornova, are you ready?
And yeah, this match, he tried to use Kasumi, but he just got taken out. And that was a punishable launcher, and both players finding their positioning. And yeah, just such a dominant play there by Saint.
See, he almost had a full life bar there.
He can take these risks. He can make, you know, these adaptations find some information. And look, like Jack gets so much damage from his wall combos. He hit Kornova with so many colossal combos at the wall.
I think we also see him getting a lot of floats against Cornova, like catching him out of the air.
Kasumi, one of her better launches is that knee, and it is airborne. So Saint with just the appropriate buttons at just the right time. And that was the finish. And that power crush was such a good read by Saint's side.
Yeah, unfortunately, we saw Cornova's last pick not work out for him.
Oh, it just hurts me here. It looks like gradually as the match went on, Cornova was just being slowly brought down and crumbled. But here he goes, he was just finding his feet there, but again, Saint just such a dominant force here.
Knowing all the different move options to lock down his opponent at the wall.
And a trend we had throughout the entire set was Cornova always with his back against the wall. And look, this is conditioning over the entire set. And what a parry to close it too. And yeah, even Cornova was just like, I can't believe it. What was that parry?
Yeah, well, he put up a valiant fight. I think Saint just had all these different reads on him on so many different levels.
And it just, as the set went on, Saint showing his veteran potential, and he just got inside Cornova's mind, literally. He literally dictated the pace that Cornova would be playing at. And he called him out at the key moments.
Yeah, just little displays of dominance, like using unblockables, which is so slow, but if you know your opponent doesn't feel confident enough to interrupt you, then it's a pretty good choice.
And he was causing hesitation on Cornova's part because he was pressuring him with just the right springs, and this is conditioning throughout the entire set there.
Yeah, it's a classic thing to, like if you have a 2-hit string, you know, you'll just do the first hit of it, and your opponent's going to be thinking, you know, are they going to finish it next time? And once you condition them enough.
Demonstrated he got a counter hit on the second hit into a huge combo. But we're going to take it to Dewan at the panel. Let's hear their thoughts on the match.
Yeah, guys, look, we just saw it. Collision course, it's not over for Cornova. I'll come to you, Dave.
Yeah.
For you, what does he have to do to turn this one around?
I think what he needs to do is just relax a bit. Playing Kasumi like what he was doing at the start, she's quite an aggressive character, so he should have been more aggressive. I think, like Tinko has touched on the conditioning from Saint. So Saint kind of caught him off guard, kind of made him a bit scared to press buttons, and then the Lars pick was a bit of a left field pick because Lars considered kind of one of the worst characters in the game. So I think Cornova needs to go back and just have a long think about that.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got to come through the losers bracket, but if he does come through, that's sort of, you're right, there's some things to work on. I want to talk about that Lars pick. Changing it up on the third, was that kind of just to try something because he needed to do it? Like, was it almost a throwaway, or was it kind of like, look, he felt that he actually could take the win on that one?
I think that he would have really, look, he did a little bit of theory crafting, and it just went wrong. And it didn't really go the way that he hoped it did, like he had said. And I think that Cornova's versed Saint before, and I think that he needs to go back to what he's really good at, go back to his core competencies, and if he focuses on that, then he'll, be able to perform well.
Absolutely. And then for you, Dave, as well, when you're looking at some of these highlights come through, you see the fact that he was so dominant, but also very good with that Dragonite pick,
Yeah, so against BG, he normally goes Dragonite. He finds quite good success against BG with Dragonite. Most of the time, he'll either be going Kasumi or Shaheen, both new characters to Tekken franchise. I'm not sure why he didn't go Shaheen. That would have probably been a better pick for him against Saint.
So was this, do you think, like for everyone else in the tournament, Saint stays with his favoured character? He's known around the globe for playing that character, and what's quite interesting, why would anyone else not want to kind of copy that? Because you don't see anyone else in the tournament playing on Saint's favoured character being the Jack7.
Well, I think one of the aspects you got to look at is that Saint is a seasoned international professional, and his head is in the game when it comes to any sort of tournament play, and he's showing why he's doing that and how he does it. He plays Jack at an extremely high level, and I believe that Jack wasn't even necessarily a hugely popular pick until Saint really popularized it and pulled it in and made it his character. And so he's got his head in the game, he's really focusing, and it shows, on the stage.
That's right, and obviously for Cornova, for everybody at home, by winning the LPL4 tournament earlier on a couple of weeks ago, he is going to represent New Zealand over there at the International IESF World Champions. So this can only be good for him. So look, if he loses the losers bracket, he'll still take this knowledge on and head across overseas to Korea, and really it should up his game.
Yeah. So I think against Saint, it will help him train kind of get ready for all the other Korean players that he's going to play against. I think they're in the, if he makes it back, I think he'll prove everybody wrong.
Prove people wrong. And you know, you've been around the international scene as well. You've been overseas, you've run a lot of games, Ark. You know, again, coming to the same point, it can only be good for someone like Kornova and for Kiwis playing against the best in the world.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, one of the reasons that people think Saint is, you know, so good at this game is because his sparring partner, his JDCR, is also he just won the last Evo, #1 in the world, arguably with Saint, and he has such a good, high-quality practice. They say practice makes perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect, and Saint gets so much of that. And for Kornova to be able to play against these top players, be here in New Zealand and get that experience, it's only going to elevate him to a whole nother level.
And you're a stylish guy, Dave. You got the red kicks on. You probably can't see it at home, but talk to me about the Eco Fox kicks that guy wears. They're like the Eco Fox Nikes or the Jordans. Man, that's nice.
So apparently all the Eco Fox players have their own stylized shoe. So Eco Fox, there's him, obviously JDCR is the other guy, Justin Wong, Mamochi, a whole bunch of players. They've got their names on their shoes.
That's right. So for everyone at home, obviously, that maybe just tuned into this one, Saint plays for one of the best organisations in the world. So that's why they come with the very best kit, shoes, pads, gears, the whole works, right?
Everything. I mean, their game pads are all customized, and it's great to see because an organization like EcoFox, really for Tekken specifically, came out of the woodwork, you know, less than 12 months ago. They've got these top players, they really brought them all on, and now they're going out there and dominating the scene, backed by someone like Rick Fox, you know, who's a pretty stylish dude himself. To see the organizations really getting in there, investing, and making this possible for the, you know, all the gamers is absolutely awesome. And we're here in New Zealand, we're here in Auckland, and we have a phenomenal stage, a phenomenal crowd, and we're able to put on these sorts of events because these organizations exist.
Absolutely, it is awesome. All right, well, we're going to head across shortly to the losers final. The winner of that, Kornova, is down there. We just saw him play. He'll also come up on the other side against the other winner of the losers bracket so far. So again, we'll just quickly come to you and think about what Kornova needs to do to make his way back out to take on Saint again.
I think what he really needs to do is just kind of take a breath, remember that he's the best in NZ, he's representing for the country, and I think he'll do fine.
And for you, Kornova?
Yeah, Kornova just got sat down pretty hard, and so I think his tail might be between his legs a little bit, but if that really wakes him up, gives him a refreshment, and he knows what he has to do. Back to his core competencies, play the game he knows how to play, and he'll be back in the grand final.
That is right. It is sudden death here in the theatre tonight. One will leave, the other one will take on the world's best in Saint. Let's head upstairs to pick up all the action. Tinkos and Squishy Bob.
Thanks, Juan. So, Kornova sitting in the losers bracket, waiting for his opponent between Mysterious River and we've also got Kyo.
So I think how those matchups would play out. I think Mysterious River, he did face Kornova in the tournament on Saturday, and I think Kornova won out against Mysterious River's quite aggressive style very easily, to be honest.
That's right. He managed to slow down Kyo's super aggressive style, and that was to his benefit. Sorry, Mysterious River, Rambo. And Rambo plays this really pressure up close game, but against Kornova, he literally couldn't get in. He couldn't find his entrance.
Well, I think Kyo's shown he's definitely a player with a lot of surprises up his sleeve. Like, he did really well against big players like Zazob, that sort of thing.
And Kornova, he has been a dominant force, but again, to see him sat down like that by Saint, you know, such a quick 3-0-2, will he have that confidence in the next match against either Mysterious River or Kyo? We've just got information here. Mysterious River is the winner, so it looks like we won't see any more Akuma action from Kyo. It's going to be Kornova versus Mysterious River. What's your take on the match?
Oh, I think it's probably going to go in Kornova's favor, to be honest, as it has traditionally.
I've got that same opinion, but Kornova looked very shattered after that previous match he had. But will he use that and sort of be his anchor? You know, I need to get back at that guy. You know, he said he'd destroy me.
We're going to find out soon. Cool, and we're going to go back downstairs now.
It's getting tense at the LPL Tekken Grand Final. We got Saint already in the final, and it looks like Mr. Mysterious River is taking on Kornova in the losers match. Now, if you don't know what that means, pretty much the winner of the losers bracket is versing the loser of the semi-final of the winners bracket. So that's Kornova and Mr. Mysterious River. Now, we're getting them set up right now. Saint's already in the final. It's going to be a good semi right here. The winner of this match will be taking on Saint in the grand final of the Tekken LPL series. It's looking tense. I think the boys are nearly ready. I'm ready to see these guys go at it. Not just yet, though. Who are we feeling? Saint. We're feeling Cornova. We got Mr. Mysterious River on here. This is the losers elimination match. Once one of these players loses, they are out of the tournament. They're gone. They're done and dusted. And the winner will be playing Saint. Now, Saint, game over. Best in the world. Traveled here from South Korea. The man. And Cornova is an E-Black. Now, if you don't know what an E-Black is, he represents New Zealand overseas in the Tekken game. So he is probably the best player in New Zealand at the moment. But Mr. Mysterious River apparently is one of the better players in New Zealand as well. So we're getting ready. They're setting up their players. It's going to be a good old time, man. Hope you guys are enjoying your night. Who? Who are we going for? Oh, we got a Saint down here. Did I hear a Cornova? Did I hear a Mr. Mysterious River? Was that enough? You guys are sad. Come on. Let's go. All right, one more time.
And
you
here
guys
we
do a
go.
big jump.
Cornova
Right.
versus Mr.
Jump for
Mysterious
Cornova.
River. These guys have had a run back. Let's see how it goes.
Jump for Mysterious Mr. River.
Yeah, you've got to consider that probably Mysterious River is like raring to go for the chance to face Saint.
Of course, and everybody here wanted to fight Saint, but for that prestigious position, a lot at stake here, huge prizes, a $5,000 prize pool. Will we see?
Elimination match, please.
we see.
Enjoy. The winner of this will be versing Saint in the grand final of the LPL TEKKEN grand final. Let's go, boys. Are you ready?
Yeah, they're more than ready. And ready for it without even a talk from the MC. Here we go into the losers finals match. Mr. Mysterious versus Cornova. And Cornova picking Shaheen. He beat Mr. Mysterious with this character in the TEKKEN World Tour qualifier. Will he be able to show the same tendencies? Will it be a walk in the park like last time? What a headbutt. Good pressure there by River, showing he's learned. He's made some adaptations since last time. Yeah, Cornova just trying to find his pacing, just sitting, walking around him, sidestepping movement options. And what pressure! River,
That River whittling away at Cornova's life lead.
with this up-close melee.
Both players on the verge of rage, which will give them a whole lot more offensive options.
And a good break there by Cornova, getting back into it. Both even life. Cornova with a slight lead, it seems.
There's only 8 seconds on the clock. They've got to do
7
something.
seconds, 6. Both looking for it. Mr. Mysterious has got to do something big.
One poke towards the
What a hop kick! Catching him with that orbital heel. Taking the first round.
And what we've seen here is Mysterious River playing really uncharacteristically patiently.
That's right. He was usually a very heavy rushdown character, but he's finding his spots. And he may have just found it. Ducking under Cornova's kick. Cornova in trouble here. 30% left on deck. And another confirmed. Beats the hop kick. Doesn't quite punish it to the optimally. And Cornova on the pixel live. One tap will take it. What a slide. What another slide.
Is he going to do another? Oh.
The pace slowing down. Cornova.
Well, he hasn't got any health to work with.
What a sidestep! Right on one of these hitboxes. Both on equal life. What a slowdown! Good call out by Cornova.
Of course, that slow-mo happening with both hits from each player about to kill. Wow.
What a close match. Cornova clawing his way back in. And there, huge counter hit there by River. And now there are no walls on the stage, so both can use their movement unhindered. And a good launch there by Cornova. Gets all of this damage. But a wake-up low kick. Such a risky option. Mysterious risking it all. And what a movement option. Doesn't quite punish it though, using that backdash. That back sway. And Cornova must be taking notes. Another slide. Trying to beat out, telling Mysterious no more movement, please. And I've noticed that Cornova hasn't been able to land as many hop kicks as he's usually done. Mysterious opting for better movement this time around. And so close, down to the wire, 7 seconds. Rage on!
It doesn't hit, gets punished for it.
And Rivo calls him out. Now, 1 apiece. No, sorry, 2 on Cornova's side. But Mysterious looks like he's found the answers. And And the back turn, Kornova catching him out. And a huge throw there, managed to get it, switches sides, gets some Oki, some pressure. And Kornova looks like he's okay with slowing the pace of the match down. And another Magic 4, gets the throw again. That sends you a message, Mysterious not ready to break.
And a huge block there, oh my goodness.
Kornova so ready for that low, he was blocking it 3 minutes in advance.
Wow, what a brawl.
And it looks like Mysterious River just smiling, acknowledging it like, yeah, you're right. You know what I wanted.
You know what I was going to go for. Of course, that round where Kornova had a shred of health left, but he brought Mysterious River all the way back to the same place.
And fantastic composure by Kornova. Most players would usually cave, try some sort of risky option like a hop kick to get back in the game. But Kornova just opting for better zoning, good footsies, manages to keep it back with the pacing.
Yeah, and it was really testament to not only his offense, but also his defense, blocking like just an onslaught of moves from Mysterious River, who was keen to end it.
And all of these,
back of his own.
there are so many options River can reach for at that close range. Kornova definitely looking for all of them and finding the right ones. And here we go. Kornova one up on his side. And again, this will be a best of 5. This is the losers finals. The winner opting for their chance to fight Saint. Kornova definitely looking for vengeance. And River has shown such an advanced amount of play from his previous matches with Kornova. What used to be a trained Rick, he's now showing such solid play. And Kornova opting for movement, he needs to find... Oh, there we go, good Magic 4, gets him out of his face. But River allowed to play his close-up pressure game. And this
situation where both players have about the same amount of life.
And rage on both sides, but a command throw! Almost
throw doesn't quite kill. Back swing! Only finished up with a guaranteed hit on the ground.
Round 2.
What a good call out there by Mysterious River. And Kornova definitely finding a bit of panic now. Wow, what good damage on River's side. And he wakes up with the kick, stopping that pressure.
These two are just brawling now. Oh.
But River has definitely found something. He's up 2. Looking to equalize the scores. And that's the slide mid mix-up. Interesting that Kornova reaching for these risky options. Mysterious River must definitely have Kornova panicked. And good damage here, Kornova getting this launch. All this damage into the face slide. Whoa! Mysterious testing Kornova's reactions. Kornova literally dashing into infinity. He wants no part of this rodeo. And what a whiff! Good spacing there by Kornova. And of course, Kornova in the driver's seat, taps him out with the mid, on the board in this round.
Kornova showing good patience there, not falling for any of the starters.
Definitely both players feeling pressured. The match has slowed down considerably. Each looking for their pace. Mysterious just needs this point. He needs to equalize the score, even if for a mental advantage. And a hop kick is blocked.
But he does another one.
Wow. He literally told him not to do it, but he did it anyway. And Kornova breaking him down, misses the punish. River finding the answers. All of these whips, pressing what he wants in neutral. Hits him with the low. What movement? Kornova on the board again, 2-2. And both players feeling it. Thomas looking, Kornova looking significantly rattled after his match with Saint. But here we are, maintaining his confidence. Gets good damage on this launch. And it looks like he's just sidestepping everything River can throw at him. River opting for that kick to beat and sidestep, but gets launched for his troubles. Wow, Kornova almost on for 2 up. Looking to get a huge lead here. Mysterious River, though, has rage on deck. He's shown he can bring it back. And taps him with the D-punch. Down punch.
Good initiative by Kornova, not overextending himself there. He knew he just needed one more hit to kill, and that was going to do it.
And Kornova usually very confident. He usually goes for the safest approach to finish out a round. The down punch being one of the safest, prone to parrying, but it showed that Mysterious River wasn't prepared to parry anything there.
Mysterious River still made a lot of good adjustments at the start there, only having the first 2 rounds of that game. But I think, interestingly, Cornova made the adjustment of doing more risky moves, essentially. Like going for slides, hop kicks.
Hop kicks, slides, all of that, just to try and take back the advantage. It looks like River has been reaching for some high-risk options himself. So maybe it's sort of teaching him, no, stop this. This is why it doesn't work. And here we go. Cornova with the advantage, 2 points. He just needs 1 more to take it out and face off against Saint in the grand finals. But can Mysterious River bring it back? He's got a long road ahead. And there, eats the throw. It looks like Mysterious River has not broken a single throw this match. And huge damage there. Whips the throw, massive counter head launcher. Cornova getting a lot of damage on the board. Rage on deck, though, for Mysterious River.
Oh, goes for the low launcher. I think it's going to be it.
Closing it out with the Rage on extra damage. And maybe sort of just a coup back. He needs this energy.
Round 2. Fight.
Back in the board there.
Starting with a hop kick.
What a call out. That's, again, showing these players mind games on mind games. A magic for good damage here, Cornova. Very confident.
Well, starting off with another launcher. What a setup.
And 3 launches and to a perfect. Wow, Cornova showing he's got all the right reads.
Fight.
And closing out the match within 20 seconds. That's gotta do some damage to Mysterious's mind. Good block there, gets the float, doesn't know the punish though. And Shaheen literally just took a tick of damage. The risk and reward being in Cornova's favor. Or double launch. Both players just throwing caution to the wind here, doing anything they can. Orbital to get the backstep. And another throw goes unbroken. Cornova in the driver's seat, looking to face Saint sooner than you'd expect. But don't stop there, Mysterious River with a huge sweep. Rage on deck. Such high-paced action. Cornova, 13 seconds and the life lead. Doesn't need a commit. What a man, taps him out. And coming into match point. Cornova needing only 1 more round to secure his victory in the losers finals. And it's back to movement.
Wow, we haven't seen him pull out that move yet.
But, and it managed to cash in, gets lots of damage into the mix-up, but eats a low kick. And another unbroken throw, he's 5 for 5. Cornova just running the steam train and orbital here again. Beating up that low kick, just jumping right over it. And 1 mix-up away, can Cornova, what a huge parry, what a call out. Closing the match out. And a convincing 3-0.
Great adjustments there from Cornova.
And, you know, you got to give him credit. Coming in here, coming in 3rd, Rambo, aka Mr. Mysterious River, he did a great job. Give him a round of applause, an amazing performance. But this sets up the stage. Again, we saw Saint run a steam train through Cornova. Will Cornova make the right changes to bring the fight back into Saint?
Yeah, noticeably he started using a lot more what you call low crush moves, like jumping kicks that will go over Mysterious River's lows. He also spotted that was how Mysterious River was getting a lot of his damage and wanted to counteract that.
That's right, and he had the read, he crushed him 3-0, but a good performance. It looked like if Mysterious River ran his offense, he did make Cornova sweat. So, let's hear from both competitors downstairs.
All right, so I'm here with the winner, Cornova, right now. So, bro, we've seen you use a couple of different characters tonight, but you seem most confident with Shaheen. Are you going to take Shaheen into the final against Saint, or are you going to switch it up?
I actually can't make my mind right now. To be honest, the last game I was thinking Shaheen, and when I played Saint last time, and winners I was thinking Shaheen, but there's actually a reason I wasn't playing Shaheen against Saint, and that's really stopping me. That's the reason I really didn't play, but maybe I'll try this time. I'm doing better, much better with Shaheen recently, so why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Best of luck for that last round, bro. And now, I'm here with Mr. Mysterious River. Unfortunately, not the result that you wanted. Third place, not bad at all. Did he throw anything at you that you weren't expecting, and does he have a chance in the final against Saint?
Well, no, you know, he's very defensive and very, very sharp at the same time. We practice a lot together, and he is Thomas, just that. He is just Thomas.
He's just Thomas.
Yeah, he is just Thomas.
All right, well, you did well, my man. Oh, thank you very much. Let's bring on the grand finals.
And I'm looking forward to this match. This is a vengeance match. They're having their run back from the winners finals. Cornova with a second opportunity at Saint. And as you said, he had an alternate pick with Shaheen.
Yeah, and you got to consider that he must be feeling confident after his win over Mysterious River.
Hopefully he can carry that momentum into the next match. This is going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah, thanks very much. Look, before we go into the big matchup, which is about to take place, I just want to come to you, Dave. Yep. Mr. Mysterious River, he went through a bunch of good players on the losers side. We've seen the likes of Blackout, Zazob, the whole lot going through. So you've got to give some credit to Rambo, aka Mr. Mysterious River, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. He was a dark horse coming into the tournament. I kind of, if I was a betting man, I'd maybe chuck a sly 5 on him, but unluckily he's knocked out in third place. So we've got Cornova to go, and hopefully he can do it against Saint.
That's right. So Arcadian, here we go, marching through. Collision clause, we saw it the first time, but this will be very good for Cornova as he comes into this one with a dominant 3-0 performance up against the world best Saint.
That's it. I mean, he showed a little bit of, who's who with Saint in the first match, down to the losers final, and then he's come back up. He got a little bit of a buff match, feeling good about himself, hopefully. Not to say anything against Mysterious River, but, he's pulled it back, and now hopefully we see him, pick some good, a good character to go against Saint.
Yeah, and that's a good point you make about the characters, right? So you come to Dave, 3 different characters in the last couple of games for Cornova.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think he's going to do when he comes up against what we know is going to be Saint's favourite character?
I think in the end he's probably going to get to a point where he's just, if he's going to go out, he's going to go out with Shaheen. That's his character. Why not? The last pick, I hope he doesn't go back to it. But I just think he just needs to play with a bit of confidence and he'll be fine.
That's right. Well, this is do or die in Arcadian, though. For Cornova, do or die, Saint gets the second life in this grand final.
That's correct. Because this is a double elimination, essentially every single player gets what we call 2 lives. And so Cornova has already lost against Saint. That's his first life gone, and now he's back on his last legs. So if Saint wins this match, then it's all over. Saint comes out on top. But if Cornova takes him out, that's Saint's first life, and they're going to go again for the real final, and that'll basically be, all for it, all for the win.
That's right. So very awesome at home. You may get a treat where you get 2 grand finals if Cornova can win the first matchup. So before we head back upstairs to pick up the grand final action, to you, last match of the night, Saint, #1 in the world, Cornova, the E-Black, #1 out of the LPL qualifiers. Who you got, Dave?
I think #1 in the NZFGC's hearts is Cornova, so I think he's going to take it out.
Cornova, what are you, Ark?
I want to see Cornova do well, but Saint's going to win.
Oh, the crowd is booing you badly. The crowd is booing you badly.
Audible boos.
All right. Hey, let's see what it's all about. Let's head back up into commentary as we pick up for this, the grand final of the LPL4 Ultimate TEKKEN7 Championship.
Thanks, Dwan. I've got my boy, Cornova. That's my pick. Who's your pick, Eddie?
I've also got to be on Cornova's side, so I don't want to see history repeat itself here.
We're all going to be giving him our energy. This is going to be a good grand finals. Let's get Cornova. Bring it to Saint.
Hey guys, how you going? There we go. Let's get into the final of the LPL Tekken Championships. I cannot wait. We got Cornova going up against Saint from Echo Fox. It is going to be a battle of the best. We've got the best in New Zealand going up against the best in the world. Now the rules have changed up a little bit. It was the best of 3, now it's the best of 5 rounds. So the first person to 3 rounds wins the one round. And there's our best of 3 in the game, so there's a 5-game series. Now, they need to win 3 rounds to go and win and take out the LPL Championships. We got Cornova coming from New Zealand. He's an E-Black. He represents us overseas. He's the man. Let's give him a big round of applause for when he walks out. Without further ado, Cornova! Woo!
Cordova. We've heard from him. The reason, I know some background intel, the reason why he didn't want to use Shaheen against
All
Saint
of New
is
Zealand's
because...
hopes riding on this guy right now.
We'll get into it.
Now, in the event that Cordova wins, we will go into a third match. It'll be 1-1, and whoever wins that match will win the grand final. Let's get into the man himself, Mr. International, Saint from Echo Fox. Give him a big round of applause.
Here we go, the grand finals, the run back from the winners finals. Let's see if Cordova can make the right changes for Saint.
And he's got a lot of adjustments to make considering how their last game went.
He's thinking, you can tell. Let's go.
I think a lot of this will be riding on Cordova's character pick. Remember, since he's in the loser's side, he doesn't have many games to work with to switch around his characters.
That's correct. If he loses 3 matches, he's out, whereas Saint does have that buffer.
Let's get into the last match of the LPL Tekken Grand Final. We got Cordova going up against Saint. One more big round of applause for both competitors. I can't even see the boys, so I'm just going to guess that they're ready. Let's battle! Let's go!
Track 7. Shaheen.
And here we go. Cordova versus Saint. A big match.
Cordova going with his main Shaheen.
Yeah, he's stuck with Shaheen. He was a bit hesitant, but here we go. Let's see if it'll be enough. And Saint dominating him out of the game with that forward dash. What a risk. Saint optimizing, getting all this damage.
And with the wall again, could Cordova turn it around this time?
And again, another 50 damage combo with the wall. Cordova is very familiar with this position, but fighting his way out. Saint has a lot of games to work with here, and he's a highly adaptive player. You know he's been conditioning him. Cordova trying to patiently get his way in, but almost gets killed. And Saint with such safe pressure taps him out, gets the first round.
Round 2. Fight.
Into the second round here, Saint, such an oppressive pressure. Again, I've said it time and time and again. Maybe he's carrying some knowledge from the previous game, conditioning Nova. What a stand into a parry!
Oh, Cordova's showing he has a read there by doing a low parry.
That's right. Getting right inside.
This time Saint's next to the wall.
Good signs for Cordova. Showing you can make the god bleed. Good
Let's go
damage.
Cordova, wall combo.
And into the mix-up. Saint fighting his way out. Goes for the
Stays on the
mix-up.
ground to avoid the shoulder. Great choice.
Great try,
Oh, but he eats another one.
Eats the shoulder to close it out. Such a close round.
Fight.
Here we are, Saint trying to close out the first set. Cordova. A hard time getting in. Using these orbitals very safe. And look at this. Amazing forward movement by Saint, and he's just testing Cordova. He knows he's got a lot of games to work with, but a good launch there. Cordova might have
terrible
a real
jump combo.
time. What a parry! Giant Cordova with the reads. The crowd going wild. They want their boy to win.
Cordova was staying at the back foot here.
What a
Great block.
And he gets the punish. Cordova on the board. Fantastic defense. Cordova showing huge adaptations. Look at these tableaus. Whoa, Cornova eating it, not standing up in time. Gets launched, good pressure. Saint takes the first mound.
Saint getting Cornova to duck while getting up at the end there, and as a result, he gets launched around mid.
And you'll notice that Cornova was getting a lot of low parries. And that's exactly the call out Saint did with that down forward too. Catching him crouching, hooking him into the launch. And back to the character select. I mean, Cornova had a good showing, a very strong showing. But maybe he's just, you know, getting a bit of time to himself. You can see he's shaky. There's a lot at stake here. This is the grand finals, the big stage. He's taking as much time as he can. Very tense.
Yeah, he's really got to put himself back together mentally here if he wants to succeed.
That's right. And against Saint, I mean, Saint's not even pressing buttons, but Cornova is feeling the pressure.
However, we just see some great low parries out of him in that last round, showing he can get inside Saint's head.
That's correct, and it made Saint drop a couple of things, so we'll see if he manages to carry some momentum. Good sidestep punish, and a huge counter hit trade. Neither of them could optimize from it. What a duck. And fantastic defense from both players, playing the slow game, ticking away at each other's health. Cornova with the life lead. And it looks like Saint trying to set up a long-term game. Here we go. Good damage on the debug, equalizing the life gauge. What a read, look at this movement, makes him with it. And Saint, what pressure, slowing the round down.
Dashing him towards the wall.
Stepping in his face, the disrespect. Saint closing out the round, and again, it looks like he can do as he wills. Cornova too hesitant to press buttons. Blocks the up kick, good punish here. And he maintains the pressure, but Cornova now trying to tap out with the jabs. A lot more buttonsy now. He's trying to avoid Saint just being all up in his grill. But now Saint capitalizing, getting a lot of damage from these throws. And what a read, good crouch, gets this launch. Can he close it? No, drops the combo. And a slap to the face, doesn't close around, no punish! Saint dropping pivotal, game-ending combos, but still managing to close it out.
Fight.
Here we are, Saint 2 up, looking to make a huge life lead. Wow. Calling out Cornova's crouches with these elbows, and again,
another one.
3 in a round! What a call out, closing it 2 up, one more game, and Saint takes this tournament. And again, will he be having beef or chicken? Saint looks absolutely in control here, and Cornova though shaking in his boots.
Cornova looks really lost at the moment. He probably doesn't know, you can see him hovering over character select. He's not sure whether he should make that adjustment or just switch up his playstyle some more.
He's taking some time out.
After so many matches, he must be thinking, you know, what changes are there left for me to make at this point?
And he needs to make them urgently and quickly. Going to character select here, he wants to take as long as he can to breathe. A mark of a professional player here. When you're this, when you're this broken down, right? It's been such a convincing win. He's so close to winning the tournament. You have to take as much time as you get.
Yep, and we saw him switching over to Kazumi there. Man, he looks so shook.
Let's see if he can bring it back. He understands what's at stake. Such a huge prize pool, such a strong opposition, and you know, such a good opportunity. Here we go. Echo Fox Saint needs one more to take it out. Cornova needs to crawl his way back, win 3 consecutive to reset the bracket. And back to the Kazumi pick. Let's go, Cornova.
Fight.
And slowing the game down, but slapping him in the face. Cornova here, running into a lot of these normals. Saint has such a dominant read. And good zoning there, but couldn't quite capitalize. Gets hit out, and that's been instrumental in Cornova's destruction. That elbow.
Until Cornova wants to get into the close range where Kazumi excels, but Saint knows all the moves to keep him out of it.
Saint has been zoning him out so effectively with that elbow. And a pile driver. Cornova not breaking it.
Options. Cornova rolls out of it.
And fantastic. Again, Echo Fox Saint just doing what he wills. Getting away with so many of these launches. And a good break there.
While putting an end to that forward dashing in his face.
Kornova managing to confirm into that three-piece combo, knocking him on his back. And shot to the face.
Let's go Kornova.
Kornova showing signs of life. Perhaps this is what he needed. A wake-up call to be on the edge of defeat, to activate that guts mechanic. And what a whip punish by Saint, just spacing right outside of Kornova's normal. And smashing him into the wall with that throw. Kornova in trouble here, doesn't break the throw, into the wall splat.
Drops the ender.
So close. And match point for Echo Fox Saint. One more round and he closes the tournament. Tournament point. Kornova needing to pull something big out if he has it now. No holding back. And Kornova playing the slow patient game. He needs to pick up the pace. Saint here with so much life lead.
Well, it's pausing each other's faces now.
That's right.
You know, Kornova's hesitating.
There is so much hesitance on Kornova. Saint conditioning him through the winners finals, through the grand finals, and here we are. The culmination of both players' efforts. And this is what Saint demonstrated before. When he's got a huge lead, he is willing to take his time to learn.
And we see one of the first 1+2 throws coming out of Kornova.
Yeah, Kornova showing signs of life. He's gonna have both on range. 12 seconds on the clock.
Kornova's last chance.
His last chance.
Can he make a comeback?
He needs a rage out.
Take a big risk
playing
here.
so cold here. There is no way he
2
can close it
seconds.
out. Rage out.
Saint throws out a rage out.
And
oh,
it hits for a closer. Bringing the tournament to a close with the rage out. Echo Fox Saint is your grand winner. Congratulations.
What a
to
finish
Echo
there.
Fox Saint. What a finish. And what a dominant victory. Wow, what a close finish. Kornova almost bringing it back, but I'm lightheaded. There was so much action in that last set.
He really fought well at the end there, but I think Saint just had him locked down.
Safe had the reads, he had everything, he had the conditioning. Kornova's hair is silky smooth because, geez, Saint had his way with him. All of that conditioning. Wow.
And ending it with a rage out there, very flashy, and in fact, it even wasn't necessary to take the win, to be honest.
It was not necessary, but at the same time, even if he blocked it, it was checkmate. There's nothing Kornova could have done. And here we are, we're going to have an interview with the grand finalists. What action.
I'm here with the runner-up, Kornova. Congratulations, bro. You put on a hell of a show. That was a great finisher right there. Everybody, give it up for our hometown hero, Kornova, the runner-up. Is there anything you want to say to everybody who came out tonight, everybody who watched on Twitch and on Sky?
Guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope tonight was really fun for guys who enjoy Tekken, who guys don't enjoy Tekken. I hope really this was an opportunity for everyone to begin playing games, just enjoying it. Maybe by doing that, New Zealand's eSport gaming can be bigger. I think LPL has tried really hard this time and to make the scene bigger. Thanks for the organizers of LPL. Thanks for guys who participated. Thanks for the guys, all the guys came. Sorry I couldn't do the best, but oh well, I'll try to do better when I get to ISF. I'll practice, okay?
You did well. Give it up one more time for Kornova. And now the winner, the man of the moment. Give it up for our champion, Saint Echo Fox. Now, mate, you've come to our country, you've destroyed our best players. Is there anything that surprised you from our talent, and is there anybody who you want to thank?
저기 뉴질랜드에 오셔서 저기 뉴질랜드 최고의 플레이어들을 전부 다 상대로 완전히 부셔버리셨는데 혹시 여기서 가장 놀랐던 그런 재능이나 뭐 이런 플레이들의 실력이 있었다면 어느 걸까요? 가장 놀랐던 점?
네, 놀랐던 점은 한국인들이 굉장히 많이 있어서 굉장히 놀랐고 그리고 플레이어분들이 경험이 좀 대회 경험이 좀 없을 뿐이지 게임에 대한 이해도나 뭐 그런 것도 굉장히 많이 있었다고 생각했습니다. 그리고 제가 오프라인 처음 왔을 때 오프라인 했을 때 그리고 쉽게 이긴 게 아니거든요. 지금은 뭐 제가 다이렉트로 민 것처럼 보이지만 굉장히 어려운 부분도 있었습니다.
Yep, so first of all, he was surprised at how many fellow Koreans were in here in the fighting game scene. And second of all, he got surprised how good players were, but they just lack experience. And he believes that they will do so much better if they have more experience. And thirdly, it looks like it might have been him just steamrolling all the way, but he believes like the first time he versed him in the offline qualifier, it was rather close, so it wasn't like that. He respects the opponent. Yeah.
Very humble. Once more, give it up for our champion, Saint Echo Fox.
Wow, that was a great final match there.
That was huge. That was amazing. Fantastic. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Fantastic showing there by Kornova, really bringing the competition. And again, well played by Saint. The man did amazingly, showing how he could have such control over a player as strong as Kornova.
Yeah, Saint showing he's not called the best in the world for nothing, really.
You gotta be that good to be called the best. And it's been a huge night here today. I hope you guys at home had fun. We definitely had fun. I'm losing my voice over here. I'm out of breath. That was fantastic. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to the crowd as well for being such a good force. Giving it up to the homeboys. Just wow.
Yeah, look, thank you to our commentary team. They've got a big, tough old night up there. You did fantastic. Thank you very much. But guys, what a night. We've seen the scene, jubilation. The crowd absolutely loved having it. I mean, before we head off and wrap this thing up, Dave, for the community, you're in the TEKKEN7 community. How great was it seeing Saint here, Kornova, the showing that the audience did? How does it feel for you?
I feel like it's a good representation of the scene. The crowd was amazing. You guys brought the hype. You lived it up. You breathed the FGC. Kornova did real well representing us, and I think Saint is a great participant to come down.
Absolutely, and on that, Saint, one of the best in the world. He came down. What humility as well. He's a great competitor, and you saw it there. He loved being in New Zealand. He loved the talent that was on offer. He is a very humble and deserved winner.
Oh, absolutely. And what's not to love? You know, it's so good to have him down here in New Zealand. He's done a bit of sightseeing, met the locals, done a whole bunch of gaming. And like you said, I'm so proud to hear him say that, you know, we have so much great talent down here. We just need a little bit more experience. And for him to come down here and have these organizations and esports be growing thanks to LPL, you know, we can really make that possible. And so, love to see it, and a great event.
Absolutely. And of course, while we wrap this one up, it couldn't be possible without Sky. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, thanks to our sponsors. We congratulate Saint and all the Kiwi players that have joined our tournament. There'll be more to come here on Sky, and Let's Play Live. We have to follow it. On behalf of myself, Ark, Dave, everyone in the audience, good night and GG.